Rovers fans, Rovers fans, Rovers fans, welcome along to Rovers Chat tonight for the watch along between Nottingham Forest and Blackburn Rovers. Great to have you here. We're just going to do a little bit of housekeeping first, of course. We'll run a few quick intros, and then, of course, we will be back. But we are now here live for the game tonight between, obviously, Forest and Rovers at the City Ground. So let's get things started then, shall we? I do reckon so. Right, let's have it.
Hignet's corner, beyond Bent. Janssen! And Blackburn Rovers are 18 minutes away from a Premiership return.
As far as Stewart, just outside the penalty area, clips it central for David Dunn. David Dunn equalises! It just had to be. Dax corner and it goes, glance towards goal! And Rovers have taken the lead! And Charlie Mulgrew has scored his 14th of the season. It may well be the goal that sends Rovers back into the Championship.
All right then, so we are here, obviously, as I say, obviously massive game tonight for Rovers, obviously unbeaten the first two games in the league at the moment. Obviously losing in the cup, but we don't talk about that, as we say. So I'll have a quick look into the comments. Best driver in the city. Come on, come on, you Blues. 2-0 to the boys, he says, with the Pepsi merchant to get one. I've got mine. And Clarkson to bag one. I'm really, really hoping he gets on. Obviously, I've talked with him before about this. This is a moment he's dreamed about his whole life, playing for Rovers. So hopefully he not only gets on, but if he could get a goal, that would be class. Just got to the ground for a 5-hour drive. That's fair commitment, mate. That is fair commitment, definitely. Obviously, it's a long drive, obviously, getting from Blackburn to Nottingham. I never did the trip myself when I was back over there, but that's a long drive. So fair play, mate. Hopefully, the atmosphere in the away end is absolutely buzzing, and hopefully we can get all 3 points tonight. And Ivan says, hi all. So that sort of sorts us out for the moment. I'll bring the lineup on the screen in just a moment, as long as I can just amend the video printer from last time, because actually we have made a change, which is never nice, but if I can just have a few minutes to get that sorted, and then we should be all right to go. The only change Rovers have made is Hayden Carter's been brought in at right back for Ryan Nyambe, who is supposedly injured, so that should be the 11 there. Obviously last week I did make a mistake and I left Conor McBride on the bench when he wasn't, so if there's anything there, just please let me know and I'll just change it, but I will run that through. So yeah, we'll sort that out so quickly. So we do have the same formation, it does look like. In goal will be number 1, Thomas Kaminski, as usual and as always. At right back, like I say, it looks like Hayden Carter will be starting there. Not actually too sure what's going to happen, really, because obviously with Ryan Nyambe out, we're not really sure what it is. I'm not sure, Jacob, what it is with Nyambe. I just heard that there was an injury. That's what was stated on Twitter, so I'm just going to go off that. Not really sure what the problem is there, but hopefully it's nothing too bad, because obviously you never like to see players injured, and especially the way he's been playing at the moment. He's been playing pretty well. Carter back 3, outside with Bucco as right back. Maybe we might go with a change of shape, but I mean, I don't know. With Buckley at right back, of course, because that's what they were looked at on Twitter, didn't they? Having Buckley at right back, so they could have Carter at right back, they could have Lenihan and Ayala as a back 2, or Carter as a right back, or they could go as a back 5. We're not really sure. Basically, is how we're going to set up. Buckley right back could be. This was what they were all saying. This was the query. We're not really sure what's going to happen. But it could be either Carter at right back or it could be John Buckley. But I suppose we wait and see there. But yeah, there's a couple of things that obviously TM will have to consider. It's a shame that he's got to make a change like that so early, because John Buckley's been brilliant in midfield, but I suppose anything for the team and making sure that we get the job done is obviously more important. But it is a shame because he's been playing really well, has Buckley at the moment. Just trying to amend my pre-match stuff. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, so I probably just before 4. So I'm just trying to make sure that I get everything ready. Hope Clarkson gets a go at home, so it's better for him home debut. I mean, I don't know. Obviously he'll want to play games. Obviously, it doesn't matter whether he's playing home or away. Like, obviously, Liverpool player, we obviously know that he'll want to just get games into him. So I don't know if whether playing at home or away really matters for him. But I suppose obviously at Ewood at the weekend he's going to get a massive reception, isn't he? If he plays, because obviously with him being a Rovers fan, that sort of always helps things. But yeah, we'll run through the lineups in just a quick moment. I'm just trying to compile everything together, and then we can have a quick read through those. But Rovers fans, what are your initial reactions to the lineup? Let me know what you think. Obviously, the injury is never good. I have no idea what it is. I wish I could tell you more, but I don't really have a clue. But yeah, it is a real shame because obviously Nyambe's been playing well, and it means central change of shape. Decent atmosphere in the concourse. I love that you're listening at the ground, Jacob. I absolutely love that you're listening there at the ground. That's brilliant. I absolutely love that. But hopefully we can obviously get the job done tonight. It would be absolutely class if we can. So I've got the Rovers lineup in number order at the moment. So we'll just read through that, and then I'll get the subs closer to the time. Right, and so Rovers tonight then in goal start with number 1, Thomas Kaminski. Number 3 is Harry Pickering. Number 5 is Daniel Ayala. Number 8 is Joe Rothwell. Number 9 is Sam Gallagher. Number 10 is Tyrese Dolan. 21 is John Buckley. 22 is Ben Brayton Diaz. 26 is Darrell Lenihan. Number 27 is Lewis Travis. And number 28 is Hayden Carter. That's how Rovers line up. Ben Brayton, Chilean Magnifico, up the Pepsi merchant. Obviously, the advert's brilliant, isn't it? So hopefully he can get another goal. As I say, I've got mine here. I've not even popped that yet. There we go. Much better. So that's me sorted with the Pepsi. Hopefully he can get the job done. Anyone here remember when you all thought I was a Nottingham Forest fan on account of my name? No, I didn't. I probably wasn't here or with Rovers Chat at that point. But yeah, maybe a little bit misleading, but that's okay because it obviously doesn't matter. I'll bring up the subs for Rovers too. I'll make sure to get those on paper, just in case they're required. On the bench, the big news is Leighton Clarkson. Oh, the photos on Twitter. We're wearing the yellow kit tonight. It looks like Clarkson 19 on the back of the shirt. That is amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Oh, my days. Right. That is absolutely brilliant. That's already made my morning, that almost. Just seeing the name on the back of that shirt for him is absolutely class. On the bench for Rovers, it's Jordan Eastham, who's 45, backup keeper. Number 6 is Jacob Damport. You've got number 17 is Harry Chapman. 19 is Dan Butterworth. 14 Dan Butterworth, sorry. 17 is Harry Chapman. Number 40 is Dan Pike. And then Tyler McGaw is also on there as well. So I don't know what number he's rolled with. He's been numbered with 36 on the bench before. So we'll have to see what number he's rolling with there. Clarkson's with number 19. So we'll have to see what if he comes on. Dan Pike. Did Dan Pike get a number change? I'm not even sure. But if they'll come on then, I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to sort that out. In terms of Forest then, who've they got in their lineup? They've got a pretty decent team, Forest. They've got a few decent players, so we'll have to see if who their threats are really. But there should be a decent atmosphere there tonight, as Jacob said before. So then this is Forest. I can just get my Forest paper ready, and then we're almost set and ready to go. I'll just dip back into the comments ever so quickly. Just before I do that. Just a little bit worried about Mighton, I suppose you mean there. Alex Mighton obviously scored against us last season. But yeah, so he's a good player. He's obviously got a lot of potential. But yeah, there you go. I knew who you meant. Don't worry, mate. But yeah, hopefully he doesn't do anything tonight. We ever get the fans involved on Rovers Chat? Love this, by the way, up the Blues. What do you mean? What in what capacity? Because obviously there's a lot of ways you can get involved. But let me know what you mean, and I'll see how I can answer that. Because obviously I would want to answer that. Opinions on the kit video. Absolutely love Colin Hendry. Absolutely love having Colin Hendry in there. That was quality. Obviously it's a nice kit as well. we're wearing it again tonight. So hopefully we can, of course, do it justice. So for Nottingham Forest then in goal, they're sticking with number 30, Bryce Samba. They've got number 27, Jordan Gabriel. Number 3 is Tobias Figueiredo. 26, Scott McKenna. Number 24, Jordan Asai Tutu. Number 22, Ryan Yates. Number 8, Jack Colbeck. Number 11, Philip Zinkernagel. Number 20, Brennan Johnson. Number 17, Alex Myton. Number 7 is Lewis Graben. So that is not a bad team, I won't even lie. Obviously, some very good players there. Zinkernagel on loan for Watford, I really like as a player. You've got the likes of Bryce Samba, who we know is a really good goalkeeper. So they've got a lot of decent players for us, despite 2 defeats to open the league season. I think that's a bit of a false dawn for Forest, and hopefully we can just sort of kick them while they're down, for lack of a better expression. Obviously, at the moment, they haven't had the start that they would want. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage this evening, and make the best of that, because they'll be wanting to correct that in front of their home fans, because obviously you never want to start like that in a season. You never want to start with 2 defeats. So Forest will be looking at this one, I reckon, just to say, right, well, we need to get the job done tonight, or else 3 opening defeats, and the fans might start to get on Chris Hughton's back potentially. I suppose no one really knows, but obviously we've seen it before as Rovers fans, how a bad start to the season can really make us turn on a manager. So I don't know if there'll be any negative energy inside the City Ground tonight. We might need to go to our Nottingham Forest or City Ground correspondent in Jacob for that later on. But yeah, who knows? I suppose it's an interesting one, but hopefully Rovers can use that to our advantage. Of course, I'll run through the subs in just a few moments for Forest. They don't have numbers on the Twitter graph, so that might make my job slightly tougher, but they should all be on the paper here anyway. Yeah, I should be all right. So Brennan Johnson's there. I'll just dip back into the comments in just a few moments. But Rovers fans, let me know your score predictions. I'm actually confident tonight. I think I'm going to go with I don't even know what I thought beforehand, but I'm going to go with a 2-1 Rovers win, which is, obviously nice to be able to predict wins. I think we're in a position where we can sort of do that. It would be nice to continue our unbeaten start to the season, of course. And I think we can as well. So I think that's what I'll go with. I'll go with a 2-1 Rovers win. I think Diaz will return back to his former club, obviously formerly of Nottingham Forest. I reckon he'll score. And another goal scorer will go Tyrese Dolan to grab one as well, I reckon. Think he'll have a decent game tonight. So hopefully I'm right. Hopefully we can get the job done. And I mean, I don't care what the score is, as long as we get the 3 points. Obviously, as long as we win, it doesn't really matter what the score is, as long as we get the 3 points. So let me know what you think in the comments, Rovers fans, and I'll bring some of those up in just a quick moment. So on the bench for Forest is Ethan Horvath, is the number 1. Obviously a US international, so he's their backup keeper. You've also got Riley Harbottle, who is a player who's come through their youth ranks, who made his senior debut against Bradford in the League Cup for them earlier in the season. Finley Back, who's been in and around the squad. He's been an unused sub a couple of times. I think he's number 44. Is Finley Back. You've got Tyrese Fornart, who's number 38, who made 39 league appearances for Plymouth last year. So he could be one to look at. Number 18 is Cafu. Obviously not the Brazilian right back, but still obviously a similar name, of course. 10 is Joao Carvalho. And obviously the former Charlton striker. Finishes off the bench for Cardiff in number 33, Lyle Taylor. So that's the lineup sorted. I'll read through those just a bit quicker now. I've got those on paper. So yeah, it's good that I finally got those down. Morning, Ollie, says Armin just woke up. So have I, mate. So obviously good to have you here. What time are we on now? It's just past 4:30. So it's not the earliest one. Not the best time for us. It's quite early. It's the earliest I've had to do any watch along so far, with the exception of the Leeds game. So yeah, really not the best time, but it doesn't matter because I love this. I love commentating. I love obviously watching Rovers. So there's nothing I'd rather be doing at the moment at 4:30 in the morning. I'm not sure how much my family would agree with that comment, but they're obviously happy with me doing this, so I'll take that. I do need to bring up the game as well, so I'll just do that ever so quickly, and then I'll go into the comments for probably the final time tonight, for the next sort of 10 minutes or so before the game starts, and then I'll dip in sporadically sort of through the game, because obviously I'm watching it on the same device. I'm watching the game and also the stream on the same device, so just need to make sure I get this ready, and then we'll be all good to go. One thing I did neglect to mention is the fact that refereeing the game tonight is Gavin Ward. Now, obviously, the Rovers Chat Sofa Chat lads obviously have their own segment about him. Obviously, he's refed our games before. We're not too sure how he's going to go tonight. Obviously, the Luton game, we don't need to speak of that anymore. But Gavin Ward is reffing tonight. Let's dip through some of these predictions. Ivan White says 2-1 Forest. Okay, that's not a very optimistic from you, but I suppose everyone's allowed their opinions. Hopefully you are wrong. I agree with that one. Jacob 2-2 tonight. Really worried about Mighton and Grabham. As always around the net. Goals like Galley and Rothwell. That's fair. What's the formation that Rovers will be employing, says Naive Steve. Not really sure. Maybe it's a 5-back with Buckle at right back. Maybe they go Carter at right back. I'm not really sure. So we'll have to see how we set up when the game starts. Not really sure. It's Rovers, so I guess you never know. The real Rovers fans coming out in some of you tonight. Forest fan here. Hello to you. Hope you lads hammer us. Can't stand Houghton and his dinosaur tactics anymore. Well, nice of you to join us. Hopefully your team does get battered tonight. But yeah, it's interesting to hear that on Houghton, because obviously we know he's been there and done it before in terms of promotion. So you know, obviously he's not the happiest at Forest at the moment, and the fans aren't too happy with him. So interesting to see. But we'll have to see if that carries on into tonight. I don't want to sound dumb, but does Cafu have any relation to Cafu? The Cafu that we obviously all know is Brazilian, and the Cafu Diaz for Forest is Portuguese. So I don't know, but there's a little bit for you. I agree, Ollie. 2-1 Rovers win. Diaz and Gallagher for Rovers, one of the usual suspects for Forest. Let's have another look through. Where are you? I'm in Australia. I'm currently just an hour outside of Melbourne. We're in lockdown, and there's currently a curfew on. So if I can't even go outside at the moment, I've just got to say here. There are only 3 things certain in life: death, taxes, and I can't read that. I can't read that out. But obviously, I suppose Gavin Ward isn't the most fan favourite in terms of Rovers fans. But who knows? Yeah, I hope Forest get absolutely smashed tonight. I hope Forest get absolutely battered. But for the rest of the season, when you're not playing Rovers, good luck to you. But tonight, I hope your team gets absolutely just... If it's a 4-0, 5-0, I don't care. As long as we get the job done. But I hope Forest... I hope we take it to them tonight. I hope in front of their home fans we can silence them. And in the away end, we'll be fine. I'm just trying to be sure of Forest City. I'm just trying to be sure. Do you think Blackburn let Brayton go play the triple date in Chile? Not sure. Curfew or Cafu? My days. No, the curfew runs till 5, I think, here now. So we're still in a curfew for another 20 minutes. So I can't even go out even if I wanted to. Not that there's anything to go out for at 5 a.m. in the morning, but who knows? So we're about to get ready for the Rovers game, obviously. Obviously, all Rovers fans can watch this one on Rovers TV. So if anyone wants to ask the question, obviously that's a question I get a lot, and it's fair that I get it too. Because I'd rather be watching the game than listening to me commentate. But obviously, if you do want to watch the game and listen, that would be probably optimal. I like my coffee Cafu free. If we can get a better pun than that for the night, then that'd be good. I reckon we could do a slight bit better than that. But cheers, Forest City, for putting a smile on my face. Jaden Show says hopefully a win against Forest. I agree. Hopefully we can get the job done and extend our unbeaten run to start the season 3. Oh, that's gone everywhere. That is not good. How am I going to sort? Right, that's how I'm going to sort it. Right, there we go. Bit of mishap, but there we go. That's fine. Any more comments before I switch over? Because I'm going to have to switch over soon. I'll try and pop into the comments a couple of times through the night, but or whenever I can, really. But as I say, watching the stream on the same device isn't easy. But that's the way it's got to be, unfortunately. I will run through those lineups again just before kickoff too. What time does the game start? DT, where are you based? I'll try and translate it for you. I'm judging by your comment that you're Chilean, so let me just do a quick bit of research for you. And if you're not, just correct me, and I'll just make sure I get it to your time. So it's probably 2:38 in Chile, so it'll be a 2:45 start, I think. 2:45, so 2:45 p.m. start for you. Local time is obviously 7:45 kickoff, and for me it's 4:45 a.m. If Rovers line up 5 at the back, we're in trouble. Obviously played against Leeds, so and that we did decent now, obviously only pre-season, but we'll have to sort of see. We haven't really played league football too much, 5 at the back in the league too much, but who knows? And Jacob's got to go up the Rovers. Enjoy it at the ground tonight, mate, if you're still with us. Obviously, if you want to come back in at half time, just let us know what the atmosphere is like and all that. That would be great, but hopefully that away and is absolutely going mental tonight. And hopefully Rovers can get the job done, of course. So I will just quickly run through those lineups again ever so quickly in a moment or so. And then we're almost ready for kickoff, which is brilliant. Haven't seen Ainsley Pears for all. Yeah, he's not even been on the bench, has he, for Rovers? So it's an interesting one. Obviously signed him for, I think it was a cash deal from Middlesbrough at the start of last season. Played a couple of times for us and then hasn't really been cited since. So it'd be an interesting one. Obviously, we prefer Jordan Eastham on the bench, who played a blinder against Everton in the under-23s the other day. So maybe Eastham's just second choice, or there's an injury that we perhaps don't know about. So, yeah, I haven't seen him in a while either. But I will run through those lineups again then for tonight. So we'll start with the home side in Nottingham Forest. Don't forget to do a time count. I won't forget. Yeah, okay, I'll do that for you. No worries. So Bryce Samba is in net for Forest. They've got number 3, Tobias Figueiredo. Number 7 is Lewis Grabban. Number 8 is Jack Colback. Number 11 is Philip Zinkernagel. Number 17, Alex Myton. Number 20, Brennan Johnson. Number 22 is Ryan Yates. Number 24 is Jordi Osai Tutu. Number 26 is Scott McKenna. Number 27, Jordan Gabriel. And on the bench for Nottingham Forest is Ethan Horvath, Riley Harbottle, Finley Back, Tyrese Forner, Cafu, Joao Carvalho, and Lyle Taylor. And for Rovers tonight, in goal is number 1, Thomas Kaminski. Number 3 is Harry Pickering. Number 5, Daniel Ayala. Number 8 is Joe Rothwell. Number 9 is Sam Gallagher. Number 10 is Tyrese Dolan. Number 21 is John Buckley. 22, Ben Brayton. 26, Darrell Lenihan. 27, Lewis Travis. 28, Hayden Carter. On the bench for Rovers, Eastham, Davenport, Butterworth, Clarkson, McGlaw, and Dan Pike. So I will do a time check. I'll do that just to start the game, and I'll do that maybe every 10-15 minutes just to sync up. Because obviously everyone can watch it now tonight, can't they? So I'll make sure to do that for you. Dizzy Thumbs, let's go you Rovers. How is England? I haven't been back in 9 years, so I'm not really sure. But Australia is nice. How's Chile, DT? I hope you're watching along. If any of you want to join him, then obviously you can watch it on Rovers TV. I can answer that now for everyone because it's live for everyone, whether in the UK or not. So that's nice. I can answer that one. Hello, Matteo. Blackman over Man United. Maybe not skill-wise, but club-wise, yes, definitely, 100%. I wonder if this is the largest number of boyhood Rovers fans we've ever had in the first team. Well, it'll be the largest in a while. Obviously, Clarkson on the bench. There should be a few others, I think, as well. Buckley would also be, for sure. There might be a couple of others. But a lot of academy graduates in there too. You've got the likes in there of Buckley, Lenihan, Carter, Eastham, Butterworth. Clarkson played for our academy a long while ago, but hasn't obviously been at Liverpool for a long while. McGlaw and Pikes. There's a lot of academy graduates in there, which is great to see. As a Rovers fan, of course. But yeah, I don't have the numbers for you. As the on my screen, we've got the players coming out now. Obviously, official Gavin Ward. Forest being led up by Lewis Grabban. Rovers by Darrell Lenihan. Rovers, of course, in that away kit. The yellows. And Forest in their home red shirt, white shorts. Yeah, decent crowd on at the City Ground. They probably want to have some of the best home fans in the league, do Nottingham Forest. So hopefully we can keep them quiet tonight. And I will do a time check when the game kicks off. So as you can see on the screen there, if you're synced up with me already, the lineups are are currently there. Forest one's on the screen. Still a decent team. I'm wary of Lewis Grabman and Zinkernagel and Might. I think they're the main three from an attacking sense that we should be worried about. All three quality players. All three very, very good players, I reckon. Inexperienced bench, though, for Forest, just like Rovers. You know, it's much the same. And then for Rovers, it appears on the screen that the formation they've got to set up is a 4-back, obviously, looks like a 4-2-3-1, with Carter in at right back and Buckley into the 10. So that might be a bit misleading, but I don't know if we should trust that at all. But that's what they've got up on the screen. Matty Derbyshire and David Dunn were good local lads, of course they were. Obviously, Matty Derbyshire was playing in the A-League last season. Ben Brayton Diaz, there he is on the screen. As Nottingham Forest, it looks like we'll kick this game off. Gavin Ward, the referee, the man in the middle. The first time we've had him in the middle this season. One of the most recognisable EFL refs to Rovers fans. He needs no introduction. So how do you want me to do this time sync? Do you want me to just pause it and then pause it quickly at kickoff? Or I'll just run through it. I might pause it when the scoreboard goes live, but we're about to be underway here. As of course they take the players take the knee in the constant fight against racism and discrimination, which is brilliant to see. As we just wait for kickoff, Rovers are away then, so Forest have kicked us off. Third league game of the season for Rovers, unbeaten the first two, looking to keep this run going. Obviously, a loss is never nice, so we can keep going, keep winning games, and not losing games, and we might well have a good start to this season. But the scoreboard is up. I've paused at 15 seconds if you lot want to do the same. And I'll start it in about 10 seconds. So if you want to pause it at 15, then that's good. And if not, we'll sync up a little bit later. So I'm going to play in 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's gone back live for me. This was the problem last time. I don't know if it's going to work to whoever's asked for it, because this happened against Leeds. It jumped straight back to live. So hopefully that's okay. Hopefully we're synced up. I'm at 37, 38, 39, 40. Hopefully that's all right. But it always jumps back to live as soon as you play it. So that's not worked out too well. As Pickering plays it down the line. It eludes past Jordan Gabriel. Cutting inside there was Figueiredo. Didn't have much room to move in. Zinkernagel wins it back and Forest look to move forward. Spraying the ball out wide is Brennan Johnson to Alex Mighton on the Forest left. He's got Hayden Carter for company. Plays it back for Zinkernagel, who gets past one, but in the end can't get past Darryl Lenihan, who clears. But decent start early on for Forest, who've already made their first foray forward. Ryan Yates. Now the ball with Tobias Figueiredo. Well, one back by Rothwell. Brayton Diaz, the former Forest man, skips past one. He's done really well. Looks for the ball in behind, but it was too ambitious for Sam Gallagher. Just skip past Jack Colback as if he wasn't there. Looked to play the ball in behind, but it wasn't what was required on that occasion. I'd love to see Brayton score, especially considering it's against Forest. He'll be brilliant. Ryan Yates goes to Gabriel, and it's out for out for the throw. Obviously, Chris Houghton, who was a Forest fan who came in before, who isn't too happy with him. Obviously, I don't think you would be after the start of the season that they've had. They did win in the Cup against Bradford City 2-1, but in the league so far, 2 defeats. So they'll be looking to put that right tonight as Rothwell goes forward, finds Buckley. Doesn't look like he's playing right back, to be fair. Looks to surge into the area. Can't quite make it work. Out to Travis, who's got space. Plays the ball out wide to Carter. Whips it into the middle. And the ball has gone behind for a Rovers corner. So deflected en route. It does look like Hayden Carter's playing right back. So it's not Buckley as we first thought, or some of us first thought. But not a bad delivery in. Behind for a Rovers corner. Obviously, we scored from a set piece at the weekend. Can we do the same again early on? See, Gavin Ward has his say there in the middle, a bit of push and shove going on. Apologies. Darrell Lenihan wants a word now with Gavin Ward. He thought that his shirt was being unjustly pulled. Scott McKenna also having a bit of a talking to. As the corner will be whipped in from the Rovers right, Pickering. Towards the back stick. Gallagher heads it on and it's saved by Bryce Sambert. Looks to just engineer that header into the back of the net, but in the end, good save from Bryce Sambert to keep the game goalless. And now Forest are moving the other way through Zinkernagel. Grabbing to his right, he looks for him. Lewis Travis gets back and wins the ball. Zinkernagel on the edge of the area. Shot saved by Kaminski. Straight at him in the end. Grabbing, appealing for a penalty, but Lewis Travis did win the ball fair and square there. Good play for Forest down that right-hand side. Travis got back and won the ball, but only momentarily. Johnson nipped in and Zinkernagel had his shot well saved by the Belgian international. It's been a decent game so far, this. I suppose long up forward. Breaks for Gallagher. Plays the ball into the middle towards Rothwell, who checks. Out wide to Tyrese Dolan. His first touch lets him down a little bit, but he's able to compose himself. Buckley. All the way back with Ayala. 5 1/4 minutes gone. The City ground still goalless. The ball down the line will disappear through to Bryce Sambert, who will take the ball under no pressure whatsoever. Got Tyrese Dolan looking to press again, which is good to see. As at the moment, it was McKenna dispossessed as he looked to run out of defence, but they've won the ball back for us. It's Graben, who is moving down the Rovers left. Inside to Zinkernagel. Got space to shoot and does so. What a save by Kaminski. It was a very long-range effort from Zinkernagel, who wasn't closed down quickly enough. And turned round the corner by Kaminski, and Forest have got themselves a corner. It was a really good effort that dipped and was heading towards that bottom corner. But well saved by Kaminski to keep the game goalless. As it will be Zinkernagel to take the corner. Many options in the middle in red for him to aim for. As Zinkernagel whips it in. And it gets through just about everybody there. Looked like there was a Forest man who was just going to converge upon the ball and head it goalward, but it eluded him as well. So a few danger signs. Decent ball in that from Zinkernagel. Nothing comes of it for Forest, which is good to see from a Rovers point of view, of course. So Hayden Carter then with the throw. Long down the line, flicked on by Gallagher to no avail for Rovers. As Figueiredo goes back to Bryce Samba. Ryan Yates, Nottingham Forest Academy graduate. Also had a loan spell at Notts County way back when. Who are now languishing in the National League. I don't think they were at the time. As Yates with a decent ball here to Brennan Johnson. Sprays out wide to Alex Myton, who looks to run at Hayden Carter. Shoots on goal and nearly finds the bottom corner. Did really well to cut inside. And Alex Myton has looked good so far for Forest. He's been a real threat moving down that Forest left. Real pace. Cut inside with ease and nearly found the bottom corner, but it was wide in the end. Alex Myton has been good for Forest early on. And he'll be one of Forest's main avenue to goals, I should reckon. As Kaminski clears upfield. Ryan Yates gets up to win his header, but it breaks for Rothwell. And with Lewis Travis. Rovers just looking to work an attack here. Ball forward. Looking for Brayton Diaz. Won't get to him, but it breaks for Pickering. Now he gives it to the Chilean. Back with Rothwell. He looks to switch the play up towards Gallagher. Can he win it down? He does well. Right-hand edge of the penalty area. Goes back to Carter. Buckley. Gallagher. He couldn't get the ball under his feet. Breaks now for Myton. Can he keep the ball in? The answer to that question is yes, but Travis comes across to win the ball back for Rovers. Alex Myton wanted a free kick that wasn't forthcoming. Now in ball to Dolan, who looks to take over for Rovers. On the Rovers right whips on in towards Brayton Diaz, who flicks his header towards goal. And it's wide of the target. Stays in play, actually. Just couldn't direct his header goalward. And couldn't test Bryce Samba. It just went across the face of goal. And was able to stay in play, but good play down the Rovers right. Nice ball clipped in from Dolan. On the head of Brayton Diaz, who just couldn't quite get the ball inside that far post. The game remains goalless. Side 2-2. Loan signing from Arsenal for this season. Myton. And it hits Gavin Ward, so he's going to have to restart play. I don't suppose that'll be the last time I mention his name tonight, as Forest get the drop ball. And play will restart with Colback. Goes forward to Myton, back with the former Newcastle man. I'll try and sync up again in a few minutes, but I just don't think it's going to work. For those who are probably wanting that in the comments, I've tried before, but every time you pause it and play it, it goes back live, so it's going to be tough. But I'll try and see what I can do in just a few minutes. As Forest have got the ball in defence, clipped in behind, looking for Jordan Gabriel, who was manoeuvring down the Forest right, but in the end, Rovers work it out and it goes behind for a goal kick. Quickly just dip back into the comments if I can. Few comments there at Gavin Ward, as Thomas Kaminski will have the Rovers goal kick. She's taken long upfield. No player able to win it for Rovers, but it breaks fine for Lenihan. Rothwell skips past Johnson and looks to play a nice ball down the Rovers right. Gallagher chasing. Can he keep it in? And the answer is no. He's appealing for a corner that he won't get because it was a goal kick to Forest. Figueiredo does very well to control that pass from Bryce Samba there as the goal kick was played short, but Forest player down on the far side, so play's been stopped for the moment. It's Jordi Asai Tutu who's down. In a little bit of trouble. He's just on the pitch, so I suppose he's waiting for some sort of treatment. It was in the foot race with Gallagher. Gallagher slid in to try and keep the ball in. And Jordi Asai Tutu moving slightly gingerly at the moment. Receiving a little bit of treatment, which Forest fans won't like to see, of course. It does give me time to go back into the comments, I suppose. Loving the Chilean following. So am I. So are we all. It's brilliant, isn't it? I just want to say quickly, yeah, there are a lot of Chilean supporters. We love to see it. Alejandro's in here as well, who's obviously one of the biggest supporters on Breakfast with Rovers Chat from Mexico. So it's brilliant to see the international following at the moment. But I may as well say, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Turn the notification bell on just so you don't miss any of our content. That would be brilliant if you could do. That would mean a lot to us, because this season has started so well for Rovers Chat as a whole, and so hopefully we can keep going. Where are they showing the game? On Rovers TV. You need to buy a subscription for it, but that's where they're showing the game, on Rovers TV, which is on the Blackburn website, and you can find your way there from there. But that's how you get it. That's how you get it. As we're about to restart play with Bryce Samba having the ball at his feet. Just waits for the pressure and then picks the ball up. Jordi Asai Tutu is fine to continue, and Nottingham Forest return to a full complement. He's on the ball now. The on-loan Arsenal man clips it down the line towards Brennan Johnson. Travis gets back and does well. It comes off him, so he needs to deal with it. He was looking to just shield the ball out of play, but instead is forced to play it out for a throw, which is taken quickly. Myton under pressure from Buckley. Too much, according to Gavin Ward, who gives a free kick to Forest. Tight to the touchline. This could be an early chance for Forest to take the lead here. Probably right on the edge of that 18-yard box in terms of away from goal, but it's tight to the left-hand touchline. It's about 18 yards out. Two-man wall for Rovers, comprising of Dolan and Buckley. Colback and Zinkernagel standing over the free kick for Forest. It's Zinkernagel to whip it in. It's headed away, but not far clear at the moment. Lenihan gets a more authoritative header. Colback controls on the edge of the area. It's hit Gavin Ward again, right on the edge of the area. He just takes the ball back. So it's the second time we've needed a drop ball after the ball's hit the referee. But play restarted quickly. Sai Tutu goes across to Figueiredo. Clip back out wide to Sai Tutu, who's on loan at Cardiff last season. Ball whipped into the middle. Kaminski well off his line, but does really well to claim overhead. Making sure that Lewis Graben couldn't get there, and he rolls out quickly for Harry Pickering. Sai Tutu's down again as Rovers look to move forward through Brereton Diaz. Inboard to Tyrese Dolan. Looks like the ball's come off the former Preston Academy graduate, and it has done. So it's out for a Forest throw, and Sai Tutu's down again. You may suspect that his night is done, and it is. And it will be Finlay back to come on for Forest in his place. He's played a couple of times for Forest this season. As an early alteration made for the home side. In terms of league football, Finlay back hasn't played. He's been an unused substitute, I think, a couple of times. In terms of the league, he hasn't yet featured. So this will be his first league appearance of the season. But a good chance for him to impress himself, impress the Forest coaches rather. He did play against Bradford in the Carabao Cup, but was an unused sub in their last league game for Forest. So early change for the home side. There's a free kick for Forest here. I'm just watching the replay. Brayton judged to have fouled a Forest man there. In ball to Rothwell, who just turns it nicely around the corner, looking for Gallagher. Gabriel just looking to shield out of play, but he does well, Sam Gallagher, to keep it in. And he's won inside a throw. Very well played from Sam Gallagher. Really, really well worked just to keep the ball in and win the throw in a very attacking position for Rovers. Jordan Gabriel, who was looking to shield the ball out, and he ended up being unable to do so. So good position this for Rovers. It's Hayden Carter now with the throw. It does look as though he's playing right back. As the ball's played back to Tyrese Dolan. Gallagher looking in behind for Brayton Diaz, but was unable to get the ball in behind. Travis just lets us want to run out for a throw-in. Right on halfway for Rovers. Ayala looks for Harry Pickering. He looked to go down the line, but gave possession away. Ball forward towards Graben. Taken down in the end by Rothwell, who does really well. Plays the ball short to Dolan. To fizz the ball in behind for Brayton Diaz, but couldn't get through to him. And Lennon should just get back and cover here. Ball forward now to Brayton. Plays that wide for Harry Pickering. Looks to return the ball back to the Chilean. Left edge of the penalty area. Just takes the ball close to the touchline. Was he fouled there? Referee doesn't think so. Pickering goes to Rothwell. Skips inside past Zinkernagel and through another couple of challenges. Rothwell cuts it back in the middle. Buckley, what a save. Bryce Samba. Rovers should be one up. Brilliant save from Bryce Samba. Buckley got himself into an amazing position and should have scored. And now Forest moved back the other way. Zinkernagel looks for the ball in behind. Sprays it out wide towards Brennan Johnson. He looked to pull it back. Ricochets off Buckley. And Rovers should be able to get this one clear, but they should be a goal up. Great play down the Rovers left. Cut back to Buckley, who in the position he was in really should have scored. But a stunning save from Bryce Samba keeps it goalless. Great run from Rothwell. You can see why he's on the radar of some Premier League clubs with a run like that. Cuts it back to Buckley. First time effort. Should have scored, but good chance early on for Rovers, who will, of course, be looking to get the first goal in this game. Buckley knows, he knew as soon as the shot was saved that he should have scored, but Rovers looking to move forward again, and Gallagher's fouled Jordan Gabriel. So the biggest chance of the game so far falls the way of Blackburn, but Buckley unable to put it away. I will say, great work from John Buckley to get in that position. But you'd just like to see him score from there. So free kick taken long by Bryce Samba. Headed away by Lenihan, flicked on by Gallagher. Dolan couldn't control. Lewis Graben surely fouls the Rovers man there in Darrell Lenihan, and does. So free kick given away by the Forest captain. Ayala. Travis. Back laterally to Daniel Ayala. Of course, Forest did do the double overs last season, 2 1-0 wins for tonight's hosts. Alex Myton got the goal at the City ground, and Joe Lolly got a deflection in Chris Hughton's first game in charge. Feels like so long ago now, doesn't it? That was one of the worst games last season, and they just were able to steal it late. Graben, fouled by Ayala. He was quite high up the pitch there, I will say, but he's unable to retreat and get back in position as Yates takes it short. Back with Scott McKenna, who did feature once in Scotland's Euro 2020 campaign, as they were bundled out in the group stage. Yates loses out. Dolan, he's got Brayton to his left. Plays him in, left-handed to the penalty area. Forest getting numbers back now. Brayton plays out wide to Pickering. It looks to shape a delivery in. Deflected en route, and Samba should claim and does. Just throw it out wide quickly, but it's a poor throw in the end, given away straight to Darrell Lenihan. Zinkernagel intercepts. And it's cleared out of play for a Rovers throw. So 23:45, I neglected to do a time check. 23:47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 24 minutes gone. If I pause it and play it, it will just go back live. So it's different, a bit different to last season, which is a bit of a shame. But that's just where I'm at the moment. And apologies for not doing one before. As the ball's headed back to Thomas Kaminski. So look to switch play. Pickering should keep this one alive and does. Finley back directly opposing him, the substitute for Forest. As Rothwell looks to take the ball in field. Gives the ball away. As Brennan Johnson looks to move forward for Forest. He's got options to his right. Does well to skip past Travis. Looks to cut it back and it's behind for a corner. Good move forward then from Brennan Johnson. Travis looked to get back on terms and he actually beat Lewis Travis, and it was off Darrell Lenihan and out for a corner from the Forest left. Just over 25 gone at the City ground. Rovers with the biggest chance of the game so far. Fell to John Buckley, who saw his shot saved. But a corner now for Philip Zinkernagel. Who will look to whip this one in. So delivery towards the front post. Rovers should clear away and do. Buckley does hook it away and was fouled in the end by the substituting Finley back. So Rovers will get a free kick inside their defensive penalty area. Yeah, the corner was towards Scott McKenna, who was unable to flick it on successfully. An easy free kick for Gavin Ward to pick out. I will say again, just like Millwall, it's not been the most inspiring of first half so far. It's been more entertaining than Millwall, but I suppose most Rovers games have been more entertaining than Millwall at the moment, as Samba plays it forward towards Finley back. Ayala goes back to Kaminski. He cleared it out to play for a Nottingham Forest throw. Taken down the line. Zinkernagel was grappling with Harry Pickering, but the Forest man able to win the ball. Pickering gets back on terms and takes it out for a throw. Throw taken into the area. Nice 1-2. Finley back looking to cross the ball in. Gets right to the byline and does hook it in, but cleared away at the first opportunity from Rovers. Ball able to break for Dolan. Now back with Figueiredo. Yates was under immediate pressure from Rothwell, but he was able to get away from it. Figueiredo. Just move forward for Forest. Ricochets off Travis. That's unfortunate. Finley back. Good work from Ayala to cover ahead of Brennan Johnson. Forest man does win the ball back, but unable to keep the ball in as it's out for a Rovers throw. 28 minutes gone. And still no goals of which to speak of. Throwing taken down the line. Finley back looked to clear forward for Forest, but wasn't able to prevent the ball from going out for a throw. Might check the comments ever so quickly. And I know you can watch the match. Rovers TV is where you can watch it. It's available for everyone tonight, whether you're in the UK or not. So Rovers TV is where you can watch it. Go to the Rovers website and find Rovers TV, and from there, hopefully, you should be able to work it out. You do need a subscription though. And thanks, Michael, for answering that question. Myton. Forest is looking to keep possession. Gavin Ward spotted a free kick in there, which Sam Gallagher disagreed with, but in the end, that's not going to change his decision. Let's see. It's probably there. It's probably there. Not the most egregious of tackles, but probably enough to warrant a free kick, if we're being unbiased. Tobias Figueiredo just clips it forward. Possession back, Forest. Now Finley back. Goes back to Figueiredo. Pod unintended. Across the face of goal to Tobias Figueiredo for Forest. Dolan looking to press again. Ball forward now to Graben. He's got back on the overlap, ignores him. Goes inside instead to Zinkernagel. 30 yards out from goal. Colback. Looks left. For Gabriel. Forest fans wanted a free kick that wasn't forthcoming in the end. Clip long down the line for Dolan, who was never going to win that, and Forest looked to move forward again. Good spell of pressure from the home side, but it's a wasted ball forward, looking for Brennan Johnson, way too long for him, who said himself just to settle things down. And it's out for a Rovers goal kick. I'm going to try and check the comments again. There's a Nottingham Forest fan here saying, "You Reds." Nope, not tonight. Hopefully Rovers can get the job done. But good to have you here anyway. Ball's down the line, out for a throw to Nottingham Forest. So taken down the line. Hit back away. Travis gets up to win his header. Rothwell looks to win it down, but He's giving the ball away. Zinkernagel interested. Pickering getting back. He's got pace. Plays the ball back to Kaminski, and Rovers are able to get away from that danger. Pickering back on the ball. Formerly of Crewe, as we know. Rothwell now on the ball. He's encouraged to turn and does so. Plays it short to John Buckley. Travis. Ayala. Rovers keeping the ball, keeping a bit of possession in defence as they look to try and work an attack forward. Switch of play should be cut out and is. Seen through to Bryce Samba. He clears it long upfield. Ayala wins his header. Pickering takes it down. Inboard to Rothwell. Now back with the former Oxford man who drives forward. Now with Pickering. Good ball forward for Dolan on the turn. Plays short to Buckley. 30 yards out from goal for Rovers. Travis. Out wide now to Carter, who was good early but quiet since. Lennon goes to Ayala. Now Rothwell again. Out wide now for Sam Gallagher. Got Brayton in the middle. Cross was blocked by Jordan Gabriel. And out for a Rovers throw. Once again in a good position. Gallagher leaves it for Hayden Carter, who plays it into Gallagher. Buckley. Lost sight where the ball was there. Travis comes across to win it back and wins it back so well. Looking for options. Ball's played against Gallagher there and poorly given away from Rovers, but Forest returns serve. Inboard to Dolan now. Shoots on goal. Parried by Samba. It's the path of Gallagher nearly. He couldn't get there. And lunging in, he's fouled Scott McKenna. Very dangerous from Bryce Samba to parry there. Was nearly right into the path of Sam Gallagher. Good work in the end from Scott McKenna to make sure he snuffed out the danger. It was a lunging challenge from Gallagher. He had every right to go for that ball and try and win it, but in the end was second best. Good work from Dolan to get into the shooting position. Parried away by Samba, and Forest survive. With just under 10 minutes to play in the first 45. Of course, there's an added element to this for Ben Brayton Diaz. Obviously, formerly of Nottingham Forest, Academy graduate at the City Ground. For his Chile exploits, people remembered him best probably for his performance against Arsenal in the FA Cup a few years ago for Forest. His boys switched towards Harry Pickering, who should get there, and does. But there's an offside flag there against the Rovers left back. And so a free kick for Forest. So the free kick will be taken by Bryce Samba. Cleared up field towards Graben. Wasn't able to get up and win his header. Second ball again by Lennon. Switched out for Jordan Gabriel. He looks to maraud forward for Forest. Finds Myton on the left-hand touchline. McKenna. Finley back. So clip the ball down the line for Forest. Grabban was chasing, but I held as well just to see it over. I believe Ayala had a spell at Forest way back when. One of a number of championship clubs he's played at in his career. 228 appearances before tonight. Make that 229 championship appearances tonight. As Grabban takes it down over halfway for Nottingham Forest. Got space to move into. And looks for Sinkernagel, formerly of Bodo Glimt in Norway. Right-hand edge of the penalty area. Just checks and waits for options. Looks to take Pickering on one-on-one. Clips it in towards Grabban, who had fouled the Rovers man in the penalty area. He thought that his shirt was being pulled, but Gavin Ward thought that he was doing the shirt pulling in the end, and Rovers survive. It was a really good ball in. I thought that Grabban was going to score, but wasn't able to engineer it towards goal. Still 0-0. You have to learn Spanish, man. I'm going to try. That's my commitment. I'm going to try. Let me just put the 0-0 overlay up. Not that I've needed to change it. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'll put that up at, when I get a break, when I get a moment. As soon as I get a moment, I'll try and sort that for you. Because I did make one. The overlays weren't ready this time. So I'll sort that probably. Maybe at half time I'll sort it, unless there's a goal. But it is still 0-0. Dan sometimes sorts the overlays, but he's too busy doing that. He's too busy doing many more important things, which is fine. Dan does a brilliant job in running this channel, so quick shout out to Silent Dan. He always deserves it. He's probably at the game tonight. As the ball forward towards Back, who's able to win his header towards Sinkernagel. Intelligent play from him just to clip it inside. So Rovers just look to push Forest back here. Ball clip forward. Headed away by Lenihan. Breaks for Rothwell. Now Buckley. Back to the Irishman. Now Pickering. 5 minutes to play in this first half, plus any stoppage time that we may get at the end of it. I don't suspect there'll be too much, other than potentially for the injury to Jordi Asai Tutu. Pickering. Now to Brayton Diaz. Just waits for support. He's got Pickering if he wants it. And does leave it for Harry Pickering, but poor ball out. Grab it in. Down the line, one down by Travis. Looks to shape the ball into the middle. Gallagher's in the middle waiting. Wins his header down. Hayden Carter should keep this alive and does. Back with Rothwell. Now, Darragh Lenihan finds his centre-half partner in Ayala. And then just looking to get the ball in behind, but ends up giving it away. More back to Samba, who once again clears upfield. Went down by Ayala. He well chested it down. Brayton Diaz looking behind for Dolan, but too much on the pass in the end. Samba rolls out quickly to Finley back. Travis steps in. Buckley skips past the challenge of Yates. Back gets back to slide in and take the ball out of play, but it will be a Rovers throw. Dolan. Lenihan. Played out wide. Can Carter keep this one on? No, he can't. So a throw now for Nottingham Forest as we've got about 3 minutes to play, plus any stoppages in this first half. Still goalless at the City Ground. There's no penalty, not that I can see, unless there's one coming in the next 30 seconds and I'm behind. There's no penalty, mate, no. Unless I'm very, very well behind, I don't think there's a penalty. Samba. So play the ball forward. He's giving it away. Chance here for Rovers maybe at the end of this first half. Rovers like to go back instead, rather than going forward. Looks like a good opportunity was about to present itself, but Rovers just looking to build from the back here. Kaminski. Long up towards Brayton, who has to readjust himself. And a free kick has been spotted by Gavin Ward. Going the way of the home side. Free kick flicked on by Graben, but Kaminski will be able to deal with that, no trouble at all. Into the final minute of the first 45. Best chance of the game still. All content went to John Buckley, who was unable to put the cut back home from Joe Rothwell, who did brilliantly to work the ball forward. He's on the ball again, Rothwell. Finds Buckley again. Shoots on goal. Parried. And once again, I thought that Rovers could be in, but it was a good save in the end from Samba. Once again, electing to parry, but another good save as Forest give it away. Good spell here for Rovers. Buckley moves forward. Moves to the edge of the area. Was he fouled? Rovers certainly thought so, but Gavin Ward didn't. Now Forest can move away with the ball. Myton plays the ball in field to Ryan Yates. Graben making the run in behind. Instead, he goes right to Finley back. We move into stoppage time. It's right off the face of Harry Pickering and out for a Forest throw, but good spell there for Rovers just a moment ago. 1 minute of added time at the end of the 45. It looks like Forest will get the last attack of the first half. First half that has livened up somewhat in the last couple of minutes. Definitely a better first half than the one we saw at the Den at the weekend as it's whipped in. And up into the air by Gallagher. Further clear by Carter. McKenna. Back to Bryce Samba. As Rovers will just look to navigate this last 20 seconds of the first half or so and get into the half-time break goalless. Out wide to Finley back. It's clipped forward. Rovers should be able to deal with this one and do. Clear out of play for a throw, which won't be taken. We won't have time. It's half-time at the City Ground, and it's the same scoreline than at half-time at the weekend. It's still goalless. It's Nottingham Forest 0, Rovers 0. Best chance of the game fell to John Buckley for Rovers. Great work from Joe Rothwell, who skipped away from a few challenges, pulled it back for John Buckley, who saw his shot well saved by Bryce Samba. He's been called into action a couple of times as the Forest goalkeeper, but acquitted himself well. Kaminski hasn't had really too much to do. But at half-time at the City Ground, it is Rovers 0, Nottingham Forest 0. So we will take a quick break. A couple of minutes or so. I'll get the overlays ready for the second half. And we'll be back on Rovers Chat in just a couple of minutes' time.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 6yardsout.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.
And welcome back to Rovers Chat here on the watch along at half time at the City Ground. It is Rovers 0, Nottingham Forest 0. Obviously, at first half that we will discuss in a couple of moments' time. Just get these overlays prepped, and then we'll just talk about that first half in a little bit of detail. It was a first half with a few chances, but no goals again of which to speak. We will run through the other championship scores as well when we get the chance to see how the rest of the league is shaping up. We'll go into the comments first, though. How was there only 1 minute of injury time? Yeah, I thought there would be a little bit more. I thought there'd be maybe 2 after the injury, but obviously it was up to the fourth official's discretion, and he only saw 1 minute. But I'm not sure. Other than the injury, there wasn't a lot of stoppage time. A lot of stoppage, fair enough, but it did take a little while. I thought there would be maybe 2 or 3 minutes, but I suppose that's by the by. Unlucky not to be ahead. Sublime by Rothwell. I thought Rothwell played really, really well in that first half, to be fair. He looked like our attacking outlet. Buckley should have scored. But in the end, a good save. But yeah, Rovers are unlucky not to be ahead. Probably shaded it just about in the first half. But yeah, we'll have to see if we can do that first in the second half. Thank you, Claudio. Appreciate the support and glad to have you here. Jacob. Cart hasn't done much wrong, but he can't do the attacking business like Nyambe. Yeah, he's not a right back by trade, is he, though, Hayden Carter? So I suppose we shouldn't expect the same sort of marauding runs that we expect from Nyambe. So we have missed him. Hopefully he's back soon. Hopefully he's back at the weekend, because we definitely could do with him. Yeah, you're right. What's the atmosphere like, Jacob, if you can hear me at the City Ground at the moment? Because you are there. What's it like? Just let us know, because it would be nice to know. But in terms of the first half, I do want to single out Joe Rothwell, because I think he's been very sprightly moving forward, been enterprising, been able to get the ball at his feet and drive. He's caused a few problems for the Forest defence. Was able to cut the ball back, and Buckley was unable to polish a chance away. But in the end, it is what it is. Jacob would rather have McGlaw at right back than Carter. He's a lot quicker. McGlaw is very, very quick. It would be nice to see him play in a Rovers shirt. I'd rather see him at centre-back because that's his position. But, right back could be a position for him if he can't get in at centre-half. Scott's agreeing with Josh, saying that Lennon needs to make a forward pass count. I'll bring up the comment. Wish Lennon could pick up the long pass. Was the same as Millwall. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Obviously, he's not too bad with some of the short passes, but if he could pick out a long ball, it would really give us another avenue forward, especially for someone like Pickering, because he's always making that runs in behind. But it's one of those. He's not the best at playing balls in behind, so that's not a strength of his. So hopefully he can improve on that. Not gonna lie, the Rovers fans haven't been booming. A bit quiet. Hopefully a bit better in the second half. That's a shame. I'm not listening to him because I'm obviously got the commentary. I maybe could listen in second half, but I'm gonna leave it. But that's a shame. Hopefully we can pick up. I think a goal would definitely elevate us. And then that would be it. So Vicky says I'm Brayton's fan. We all are. Obviously Brayton has tons of fans here. So good to see that the Brayton love in the comments is looking good. Stephen Mason, the ref, needs sacking. No comment. I don't think Gavin Ward's had a bad half. Obviously in the past he's not done great for us, but I don't think he's had dreadful half other than the ball hitting him a couple of times. But in terms of the halftime scores in the Championship, there's only a few games on tonight. Birmingham, Bournemouth is goals at halftime, as is Hull and Derby, as of course is the game that we care about between Forest and Rovers. A halftime at the Riverside, Borough are 1-up against QPR, and still late stage of the first half. I think that was the 8 o'clock kickoff. West Brom are a goal up against Sheffield United. When Bucko shot, I went mental because I thought it went in. He should have scored. I thought he should have scored, to be fair. Hopefully he weren't the only one who went crazy, but I thought he should have scored as well. It was great work from Rothwell again. We pointed him out before, but I thought it was a decent bit of work to get into space, pull it back. But yeah, really should have scored. You've got to take the most of those chances, especially in a game like this where there's going to be few goal-scoring opportunities. You've got to take the ones that come to you. And yes, of course, my drink of choice for Brayton is Pepsi. Yeah, that was the one. That was the one I think where most people were saying, is it a penalty? I'm hit the header and hit Lennon's hand. I thought it was a penalty. I think the thing that may have saved Darragh is that he thought that Grabban had fouled Darragh Lenihan and suppose gave the free kick the other way. So that may have saved him, but I got a bit nervous then as well, to be fair. I won't lie. I thought that it was either going to be a goal or a potential penalty. So neither of those things happened, which was good from a Rovers' point of view. He's given a few soft fouls. I mean, yeah, but I suppose all referees do, don't they? I don't think Gavin Ward's done too badly, to be fair. And if I'm saying that, then there's he's doing a half decent job, because I've seen him ref before and he's potentially not the best there. Chill of Brayton, so do Blackburn, so do all Rovers fans. It's great to see. The amount of Chileans in here, by the way, I say it every week and I can't not say it. I've got to say it. The amount of Chileans here is amazing. Every single week, every single time. It's incredible to see everyone here. Diaz make goal second half, always remember that. I hope so. Against Forest as well would be really nice. Would be sweet for him, obviously, because he used to play at Forest. Rovers have gained some fans in South America since Brayton's involvement in the Copa America. Of course he has. He's gained tons and it's brilliant. Seems like we've got half of Chile in here at some points and it's great. It's brilliant. But yeah, who'd have thought that at the start when he signed back in like 2019? Or was it 2019 or 2018? I think it was the 18-19 season. So yeah, 2018 when he signed. Who'd have thought that he would have all these Chilean fans? Brayton Mania is real. Of course it is. Brayton Mania is alive and kicking. Ayala's been Rovers' best player. He's been good. I wouldn't say best. He's been very solid. I'd say the best is Joe Rothwell, but I think Ayala deserves a mention too, because I think he's won most things in the air. So I think centre-half partnership of Lenihan and Ayala's been good, but I think I want to sort Buckley out. Claudio started following Rovers this season. Are there any eights on the bench that could come on? Wouldn't mind taking out Dole and pushing Buckley up and bringing on another 8. We've just signed one. New signing in Leighton Clarkson's an 8. Jacob Davenport's more of a 6. So we could bring him on to get some midfield presence. Also on the bench for Rovers, Dan Pike's a right back. McLaw's a centre half. Butterworth and Chapman are both forwards. So I think if you're looking for a number 8, Leighton Clarkson on loan from Liverpool's your man. I want to see him come on. A lot of comments coming through very quickly, so I'll try and catch up. Rothwell's been the best player, agreed. Felt we're getting a lot of fans from Harvey too. A lot of fans follow and watch us now because of him. Again, if we can replicate the same with Clarkson, having loads of Liverpool fans come over would be nice. My English is so bad, it doesn't matter. It's good to see you here anyway. It's all right. Butterworth to score the winner. That would be nice. He's looked good in the games he's played so far this season. Obviously, Academy graduate, we expect a lot of him. So, yeah, it would be nice to see him come on and do well as he has done so far this season. Let me go back through. Is that about it? I think that might be. Come on, baby Diaz, the man from Chile. Yeah, there we go. I have the comment on the screen from someone there. The Brio support is class, by the way, I will say. The Brio support is absolutely class. We're a big British Chileans community in London, mate. And last night, there at Millwall, very nice. Very, very nice. Good to have you. Rothwell has been the heart of the team so far this game. Travis should not go past 2/3 of the field. Lolly never knows who to pass the ball to. Rothwell has been good, I agree. Darwin Rover with a bit of support there for Vicky. Right, English better than a lot of English people. So yeah, don't worry if you can't speak English too well, or if you're English, you don't think it's too great. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. English, Chilean, Australian, like you're welcome here. It doesn't matter how good or bad your English is. It's just good to have you here. Just in a podcast with a Chile shirt on. Okay. I know there's a couple obviously around, obviously Blackburn fans with the Chile shirts on. I don't have one myself yet. So maybe I might have to sort that out. Did you see the Thogden tweet about Diaz when we played Bolton? Yes, we did. And the funny story about this is, on my Instagram, my best mate, who's a Newcastle fan, who's over here, atted Thogden and said, and basically put the tweet back to him and said, "Oh, Diaz won't score and whatever." And Thogden replied to it on my Instagram, so that was brilliant. So yeah, I did see it. It was quality banter. We're moving back towards kickoff, aren't we, for the second half? So I'm going to switch back to the stream. Thanks for the comments at halftime. Keep those rolling through, and I'll try and react to those in the second half. In terms of the time check, they're tough to do because every time you pause and play it, it goes back live. It jumps forward rather than stopping still. So if you look at half-time possession stats, Forest edging possession 51% to 49. 5 shots to 3 for Rovers, 4 on target, but no clear-cut chances for either side. 2 corners for Forest is to 1 for Rovers, and Rovers once offside. And of course, the major stat that everyone cares about is the scoreline, which neither side have been able to add to just yet. Still 0-0 as we started. Prep myself with another Murray Mint just to help get me through the second half. They are good Murray Mints. I've been on a got Murray Mints and Pepsi for the games this season. It's been class. As we're about to get underway in the second half, let's see, who can we see? Pickering, Lenihan, Ayala, Kaminsky, and Travis came on, so they will be starting the second half. I don't think we'll make a change, but we might do. So I'm just waiting to see if we do or not. There's Brayton, Dolan, Rothwell, Gallagher. So I think, and there's Carteles. I think that's everyone. And there's John Buckley. So I'm pretty sure everyone's out in from a Rovers point of view. Everyone who started the first half will start the second. Just wait to see whether Forest will make a change. Just seen Brayton hugging João Carvalho there, who's on the Forest bench. I assume they would have been teammates during Brio's spell at City Ground. Forest players just yet to emerge from the tunnel at the moment. Might just quickly go back into the comments just for a couple of minutes. Pepsi Max Cherry. I don't know if we have cherry over here. I think I've had Coke cherry before. I don't know if we have Pepsi cherry over in Australia. So I can't say I've ever had it. But Pepsi Vanilla is probably my favourite Pepsi flavour. Gotta go again. Atmosphere's a bit better. Come on, Rovers. Come on, Rovers. Come on, Rovers. Love the sentiment. Come on, Rovers. Let's see if we can get the job done. See you at full time. See you then, Troy. I'll just bring this back up there like that. See you at full time. Brothers dream to know Brayton. Everyone wants to know Brayton. Who doesn't want to know Brayton? But yeah, hopefully that can happen. Need more of the same in the second half. Need more creativity to unlock the Forest back line. As we're about to get underway for the second half. Options on the bench, probably Chapman, Butterworth and Clarkson look like the main 3 for me at the moment. So come on, Rovers haven't made a change. I don't think Forest have either, but I will get back to you if they have. As it looks like it'll be John Buckley to kick off here for Rovers. Atmosphere apparently lifted in the away end thanks to our City Ground correspondent in Jacob. As the second half is now underway. Just a slight delay there after Gavin Moore blew his whistle, but we are away in the second half. Rovers going from right to left in all yellow shirts, shorts and socks. Forest in their traditional and famous red shirts, white shorts and red socks from right to left. Rovers have got the ball in the corner. And Brayton thought he was fouled by Tobias Figueiredo. I'm sure as to what's been given here. I think it might be a Rovers free kick. Is it, or is it a corner? Well, Rovers have got the ball in a good position. It's definitely not a Forest free kick. Brayton was complaining. I think he wanted the foul, which was given anyway. So it's right in the corner, but it's a free kick for Rovers. Nice to have that one cleared up. So it's Rothwell and Pickering standing over the top of it. Pickering holds one arm aloft, as does Joe Rothwell. We wait to see who will whip it into the middle. Dolan and Buckley are on the edge of the area. Pickering whips it in. Headed on goal! It's in for Rovers! Yes! Rovers 1-up! What a header that is! Rovers a goal in front! Great start to the second half for Rovers! Delightful ball in again! And it's once again from a set piece that Rovers do the job! The City ground faithful quietened by a stunning ball in! And header on goal, I think it's Daniel Ayala! First Rovers goal for the Spaniard! And Rovers are in front at the City ground. Pickering with a wonderful ball in. And it was Daniel Ayala unmarked to head home. And Rovers are in front. Sorry, mate. I was unsure. I didn't want to get it wrong. I was unsure. I thought it was Ayala, but I didn't want to get it wrong. So apologies for not delivering that one straight away. But Ayala with the header on goal into the bottom corner. And now Rovers have got a bit of increased optimism. Gallagher takes it down. Loses out. He thought it was fouled as Mitre moves the other way. Brennan Johnson. Now for Forest as they've now got to respond. Mitre inside the area. To clip it central, it's ricocheted back off Alex Mitre and out for a goal kick. But Rovers are in front at the City ground. Ayala but Brayton celebrated. This is what I mean. I don't want to get it wrong. I want to make sure that I'm providing the right details for you if you're not watching the game. So I wanted to make sure that it was Ayala that scored. I thought so, but I didn't want to get it wrong. So that's why I waited a little bit just to confirm it. But Ayala scored. His first goal for Rovers. Not a prolific goal scorer by any means, but has got the job done tonight. And the former Forest man does the job against Forest tonight for Rovers. We're in front. Switch of play attempted by Gabriel. Taken down by Rothwell towards Gallagher. Wasn't able to get to the ball, and now Mitre can move forward for Forest. Taken infield, now Colback. Across now to Figueiredo, and it drifts out of play for a Rovers throw. 4.25 minutes gone in the second half, and now Rovers are in front. So after all we're saying about Rovers need more creativity and need a bit of impetus in the second half, no sooner we started the second half, we a goal up, which is quality. They're taken down the line. Yates get up to win the header. The goal scorer just nodded out of play for a Forest throw. Pickering clips it forward. No Rovers player up there, so Forest now in possession. I suppose the mood in that Rovers away end has just lifted a bit now. We said they were quiet before. I don't think they're so quiet now. They definitely won't have been when that goal went in. I'll tell you that right now. Dolan just looks to press. McKenna does well to turn away from the challenge. Good into play for Forest down there, right-hand side. Looking for Johnson, who gets there ahead of Lenihan. Did well not to foul him. Clips into the middle. Travis takes a touch. Maybe should have cleared that one away first time. And Forest have got themselves a throw in a good position. McKenna out wide to Gabriel, who loses possession. Travis nips in, but his touch let him down. And then it doesn't matter too much, though, because Rovers have got the throw. I tell you, Rovers play second half, mate. James Hill, you can watch it on Rovers TV. Rovers TV is where you can watch it. I think you need to, there's a bit of a subscription. But you can watch that. Go to the Rovers website. As Buckley plays it to Dolan. Gallagher looking to keep it in tight to the right-hand touchline. And he's given away a free kick there, which Ryan Yates immediately spots the ball down to take. Gallagher didn't think he was in the wrong there. As Forest drive forward through Figueiredo. Rose in possession back. Well done by Travis. Forward to Dolan, who wrestles the Forest man and Yates to the ground. So the free kick was given. There was a lunging challenge. And spot fires have erupted here at the City Ground. John Buckley was the Rovers player down. A free kick was given to Forest, and there was a lunging challenge after the whistle was blown. So what's Gavin Ward going to do here? Buckley's down in a heap. So the free kick given away by Tyrese Dolan. And just after the whistle had blown, there was a lunging challenge in late. There's a yellow card out. Gavin Ward's about to produce the first booking of the game. Tyrese Dolan has got his back to the referee, so it doesn't look like it's going to him. He gave away the foul initially. And it's Jack Colback, so it will be for the challenge on John Buckley. So Travis won the ball back. Dolan ran himself into trouble and then wrestled Ryan Yates to the ground. And just after the challenge had come in, Buckley thought that it was going to be play on and play the ball forward. And a very industrious challenge from Colback, which goes into the book. But Rovers now back in possession. Myton, he goes down, trying to buy a free kick there. Now, Forest have got themselves a throw. Myton's still down. He's now just getting back to his feet. 54 minutes gone at the City Ground. Forest 0, Rovers 1. Try and dip back into the comments ever so quickly. Shimyard doesn't want to load up for me in the comments. There we go. This season, Rovers fly to the Premier League. I hope so. Rovers throwing taken by Carter. Lennon clips it forward. Gallagher just tried to take it down, but poor first touch and it's out for a Forest throw, taken long by Jordan Gabriel. Second ball won by Buckley, down to Gallagher again. Looks to hold off a couple of Forest challenges and does so well and wins Rovers a free kick. Colback fouled him again. Travis getting in the referee's ear. You love it. Absolutely love it. Colback's been booked and Travis just yelling at him. brilliant from the former Liverpool Academy man. Lewis Travis is absolutely brilliant, isn't he? He's a player you hate to play against but love to have on your team. So a Rose free kick just inside the defensive half. Clipped forward by Lenihan. Header won by Gallagher. And Zinkernagel looks to take it down and then take it in field. He does really well to skip past the first challenge, and Brayton gives away a foul in the end. 222s were going at it there. Ryan Yates winning the free kick. He's the one who takes it, switches out to Jordan Gabriel. Ricochets for Myton. Oh, nutmegs John Buckley. Was a nice bit of skill, that. Buckley in the end wins the war, though, after Myton won the battle, winning the ball back, and it's cleared upfield. Samba with the ball at his feet, plays short to Yates. Looks to try and move the ball forward. Now with McKenna, who scored last week for Forest against Bournemouth. Now moving down the Forest left, great sliding challenge from Buckley, who then undid the good work by giving it away. Looks to just play the ball down the line, and in the end played it out for a Forest throw. Myton. Now back with Tobias Figueiredo. A great pass there, but Forest should be able to make this work. They do. Colback. Rose win possession back here. They'll look to drive it forward. Rothwell again. He's been brilliant so far. Got Brayton to his left and finds him with the outside of the foot. He's got back for company. He'll look to take him on. Surely fouled by Zinkernagel. Referee disagrees. And Forest move away. Graben. Back now to the number 22 in Ryan Yates. McKenna. And Bryce Samba looks to play it forward. Gallagher's interested, but in the end it was a bit of 6 of one, half dozen of the other in the end in the one-on-one battle, and Forest have got themselves a throw. I tell you what, I know we had a lot of pre-match predictions. I don't think anyone in their right mind would have had Daniel Ayala to score. In their right mind. Brilliant to see that he has done, though. Unexpected avenue to goal, but one that we're loving scoring all the same. Can Rovers survive this last half an hour and stoppage time? It's just over. Zinkernagel. Bryce Samba wants options and finds McKenna. Now with Jordan Gabriel for Nottingham Forest. Won by Carter. Has it gone behind for a corner? Yes, it has. Carter was appealing that it had gone back off Jordan Gabriel, but official didn't agree. They've taken it short. Myton moving into the area. Flicks it back for Johnson. Across goal! Real chance for Forest. It's blocked. What a challenge at the back post to keep it 1-0. Ryan Yates thought he had the goal open for him. But an absolutely stunning challenge. Keeps it at 1-0. Fizzed across goal by Brennan Johnson. And Yates prevented on the very, very last line. I think by Ayala again. I'm not entirely sure he blocked that off the line. In any case, it's still 1-0. Somehow still 1-0. Figueiredo. Zinkernagel. Inboard to Colback. Now McKenna. Forest just looking to build up the attack again. Gabriel gets past Buckley. Clips the ball in, but it's out for a goal kick. I really want to see a replay of this block on the line again. Great work down the Forest left. But even better in the end from the Rovers man to block it away. Here's a replay of it here. Cross goal. It was Hayden Carter. Apologies, it wasn't Ayala. Ayala was there in the vicinity, but it was Carter blocking it away. Yates took a touch, and Kaminsky might well have saved it anyway, but just to make sure, Carter got across, and stunning block to keep it at 1-0, just to make sure. Just on that whole Ayala Carter thing, being unable to identify players. That's why I like to make sure I know who the player is, just so I can call it correctly. That's why I waited to make sure that Ayala scored first before calling that he had done. Just something that I like to do when commentating. Just want to make sure. It's cleared away from Lenihan. Strong clearance there that's well up and over halfway. McKenna. Yates. Once again, Dolan pressing, and he's put Tobias Figueiredo under pressure, but he turns away from it and finds safety in Bryce Samba. Poor clearance upfield, though, just over the head of Gallagher. He got something onto it, but was able to win it forward as Gabriel plays Myton in behind. Travis looks to get across. Looked like he used his body there. Travis furious with him. And Lennon straight over to him. Lewis Travis, you absolute star. Just put his arm out, completely fair. Got his body in the way and bellowed at Alex Myton when he was trying to call for the free kick. Watch this. Arm across the body. Myton ends up pulling him to the ground. And Travis straight to Myton. The Rovers man furious that the Nottingham Forest man was trying to buy the free kick. And Lennon straight over to him to offer a congratulatory handshake. Other than the goal, that's probably my moment of the game so far. Quality from Trav. Is that a Rovers change on the scoreboard there? I didn't see any Rovers player go off as there's a free kick in there somewhere. I thought on the electronic board there that on the scoreboard that there'd be a substitution showing up, but I'm not sure there was. Taken short now for Forest. Just looking to get the ball forward here. Ayala does well to win again. Pickering clears it away. Once again out for a Forest throw. I don't think there was a change, but I thought on the scoreboard that there was a substitution up there. Or maybe it was a Forest one, because that's Alex Myton who's gone off. So it was a Forest change rather than a Rovers one. Joao Carvalho has come on. But the Blackburn badge was on the screen when that change was being made, but it's a Forest change. Myton off, Carvalho on. That's two changes now used for Forest after Finley Back came on in the first half. They're taken down the line. Played away by Gabriel. Ricochets off Travis, and Forest looked to switch play, but well done by Carter just to get in the way of it all. Gallagher looks to move down the Rovers' right. Gabriel got there ahead of him. Bit of a tussle there on the right-hand touchline for Rovers. Buckley plays forward. In the end, there's a foul there. Gallagher, the offender. who's furious with the assistant referee. A push out there by Jordan Gabriel, rather unnecessary. A yellow card there for Sam Gallagher. Didn't really look too much in that, to be fair, unless he's giving the yellow card for the push, which I suppose you can kind of see. But now, one from each side booked by Gavin Ward. Yeah, there's nothing in the challenge, so it must be in the push afterwards, or else I can't see why there's a yellow card been given there. But Gallagher's gone into the book. Joins Jack Colback there, who was booked earlier on for Forest. Grabban now for the home side. Goes in ball to Colback. Now the substitute Joao Carvalho for Forest. Breaks for Brayton Diaz. Figueiredo clips forward. So Rovers man down in some pain. Slow to get back to his feet. Now he has done so. He was slamming the ground. It's in real pain, it looked like, but he's back to his feet as Joao Carvalho now looks to orchestrate something for Forest. Blocked by Buckley. Brayton slides in, wins the ball fairly, goes back a second time and makes sure of it. Now Zinkernagel gets past one challenge, can't get past Lenihan, who clears it away. Now Bryce Samba got a lot of time and space to assess his options. Ends up going short. Midway through the second half, as Rovers win the ball back through Dolan. Buckley out wide to Brayton. Back for Dolan. Couldn't get the ball under his spell. Forest look to move away now through Ryan Yates. Now Figueiredo. Joe Rothwell now for Rovers. Effortlessly skips past Grabban. Couldn't get past Figueiredo in the end. Real end-to-end game, this one now. As Forest look to get themselves back into it. Travis initially worries Grabban off it, but the Forest frontman wins it back. Zinkernagel now on the right for the hosts. Cuts in field, shoots on goal! And it's gone in! That's a stunning strike! That's some effort from Zinkernagel. And parity restored at the City ground. Squeaks in at Thomas Kaminski's near post. And it is 1-1. I will say, that is an unbelievable effort from Zinkernagel. Credit where credit's due. He just cut inside, shot on goal, released an absolute bullet. And we're back level at the City ground. It's Nottingham Forest 1, Rovers 1. Grabban did so well to win the ball back. Played it out wide to Zinkernagel, who had Pickering opposed him, just cuts inside. You can say that keepers shouldn't be beaten at the near post, but I tell you what, that's not a bad effort. Which frustratingly draws the game level. It all looks so good for Rovers, and now they've got to find the extra gear. What a goal. Sorry, that was phenomenal. I've got to agree. Credit where credit's due. That's some effort from Zinkernagel. Sometimes all you can do, it's a little bit like that Le Tissier goal, although not as good as the Le Tissier goal all those years ago. Sometimes you just got to sit back and applaud it, because that's a fair effort, is that. Frustratingly, after going in front, Rovers have got to find another gear now to try and regain the lead. The unknown Watford man, who's got a lot of talent, part of that team that got Watford up, of course, joined in January to the Hornets and then came on loan for the start of this season, showing his quality with a brilliant ball in, and now Rovers have got to respond. They've got a free kick. Pickering lofts in again. Decent delivery, but no Rovers man unable to direct any header goalwards. Carter battles with Gabriel and pulls him to the ground. Play allowed to continue as Brennan Johnson looks to skip in field, but won't get past Lewis Travis with an effort like that. And the yellow card's come out. Is he bringing it all the way back for the foul? Surely he'd allowed too much advantage. Unless he was just booking Carter and just letting play go. It's probably a fair yellow card. He pulled him to the ground, so Carter's been booked. I don't know if he's brought it back. He shouldn't have done. Surely not. Surely he played the advantage already. But in any case, Carter has got himself a yellow card. Ryan Yates now for Forest. Clipped out of play in the end as we've got about 18 minutes plus stoppage time left in this game. Rovers taking the lead through Daniel Ayala. Wonderful header. But now pegged back thanks to a stunning strike from Philip Zinkernagel. I'll tell you what, you'll be hard pressed to find another goal better than that against Rovers this season, I reckon. If you're not watching, that was some effort. How can I watch the match? Rovers TV. We can never hold a lead. It's a shame. Got a two-guy fan in here. Samet. Brilliant to see. Again, a few people not a fan of the referee, Gavin Ward. Might take the time now if we can just to go around the grounds of the Championship while there's an injury to Jack Colback. So Birmingham Bournemouth is still goalless. Derby are 1-up at Hull. That wouldn't be a bad result for the Rams. QPR are down to 10 but still lead 2-1 against Middlesbrough. So they've turned that one right round. And West Brom 3-up against Sheffield United. Troubles down at Bramall Lane perhaps. As Rovers now do look to the bench. Jacob Davenport is coming on for Rovers. Rather defensive change. Ty Dolan's gone off. So Davenport on. And Dolan off for Rovers. It looks like there'll be a change of shape. Still on the bench, we've got Chapman, Butterworth, Clarkson, McGlaw and Pike. Looks like Rothwell's also gone off, so there's a double change here, I think. As Rothwell does well, he's straight on. He might be able to make an instant impact. Gallagher was into his path, but a great sliding challenge prevents him from getting in behind. And there is another change. There's a double change. It's Harry Chapman who's come on as well. So Chapman on for Rothwell. And Dolan's off for Jacob Davenport. So just repeating those changes. Davenport and Chapman on. Dolan and Rothwell off. As Samba looks long. Taken down well by Zinkernagel, or so he thought. It's a free kick for Rovers. Probably a handball, I assume, would be the only thing that you could give there. Free kick taken quickly, and it's poor from Rovers. Off Brereton Diaz and out for a throw. Pickering heads it forward, though, immediately. And Rovers have got the throw now themselves. There's a bit of strapping going around Joe Rothwell at the moment. Hope that's only precautionary. A fair bit was being applied though, so hopefully Joe Rothwell's all right, but probably good to sub him off as a precaution as Buckley slides in. Looks to go a second time. And Rovers have been given the free kick here. Good sportsmanship from Buckley to help Ryan Yates up. Colback's complaining. But Rovers have got themselves a free kick. I must admit, I thought this was going to go the other way. Must be against Colback. I don't see too much in that, to be fair. I thought that was going to go the other way, but a chance for Rovers to maybe go back in front then. Not going to complain at all at the award of a soft free kick for Rovers, but I don't think that one was too much in it. But now with Rothwell off, it's Harry Chapman who's taken his place, standing over the free kick. Pickering there as usual. Of course, after Rothwell had gone off, after Pickering had gone off, it was Rothwell who delivered the ball in for Britton Diaz at Millwall. Will the reverse be true now, and Pickering delivering the assist this time? Two arms aloft. About 25 yards out. Delivers it in. Decent ball, but no Rovers player unable to head it goalward. Davenport back in the middle. Brendan Johnson runs out of room. And now with 13 minutes to play, Rovers have got themselves a throw. In fact, it's a free kick for Buckley, who takes it quickly down the line to Chapman. Ball into the middle, right towards the back post, and so Rovers player sliding in. Not a bad delivery from Chapman. Of course, was on loan last season at Shrewsbury. Quick free kick from Buckley towards the back stick. That's a delicious ball. I think that was Carter coming in at the back post, but was unable to get anything on it before it disappeared out for a Forest goal kick. Taken long. Yates. Eventually taken down well by Brennan Johnson. Takes it in field. Zinkernagel again. Shoots on goal, and this time Kaminski's equal to it. Similar spot to where he scored the first goal for Forest, but unable to add a second to his tally for the night. Not a bad effort, in fairness, again, but this time Kaminski able to make the save. Just over 10 minutes to go then. Just tuned in. Who's doing better right now? At the moment, probably Forest doing a better spell, but the game's probably been even. Rovers went in front thanks to Daniel Ayala. And then the Forest drew level through Philip Zinkernagel. We need the Rovers fans just to lift a slight bit. Try and give us that lift to score the extra goal and help us get all 3 points. Chested down from Brayton. Buckley takes over. Colback able to win the ball, but played it back to Gallagher, who took it out of play, and it's a Forest throw. Of course, Rovers still got one sub to use. I doubt that McGlaw or Pike will get on unless, of course, Rovers go back in front. As Gavin Ward's picked out another Rovers free kick there. Carvalho incensed. Travis tried to spot the ball down and see if he could play it quickly, but Gavin Ward standing in front of the ball, not letting him play it. Ball's in towards the box. Samba should claim and does. High overhead. Easy for Bryce Samba to get there. Congolese international. As Pickering plays it off Zinkanago and out for a throw. I don't know what Zinkanago was complaining about. That looked fairly clear to me. Trying taken down the line from Pickering. Now Travis looks to get the ball down and try and play. Ball over the top, looking for Chapman. Decent ball in behind. Breaks inside the area. Does Harry Chapman. Looking to try and engineer a shooting chance. Buckley! Straight at Bryce Samba. Once again, Rovers number 21 finding himself in a decent position. This time on the edge of the area. Good work from Chapman. Right to the edge of the area. And if it's a yard either side, I think Rovers are back in front. But as it is, Bryce Samba is able to save the shot and keep the game at 1-1. Yates clips it over the top. Now back to Figueiredo. Ryan Yates again. Back to Samba. As the flag's gone up from the assistant referee on the far side, and Rovers have got themselves a free kick. Offside decision going the way of the visitors. Can Rovers find a winning goal from somewhere? So we've got time to do it. A little over 7 minutes to try and find a winner and regain the lead. Kaminski plays it long. Up towards Gallagher, who couldn't quite win it down. Lennon up to win again, but only as far as Zinkanago, who's got space to move into. Overlapping run was from Carvalho. Now Finley back, breaks into the area. He ends up losing out. Ayala now forced to clear, called into action and does well. Ball short, was intended for Gabriel, but Chapman steals in and was fouled by the Forest man. If it was a slightly better first touch from Chapman, slightly more direct, maybe could have been able to bear down on goal, but in the end only a free kick for Rovers. Really poor pass from Ryan Yates it was, who was looking to spray it out wide. Chapman got ahead of Jordan Gabriel, who then fouled him. Rovers now with a free kick. I think Forest are going to make a change. They are. Jack Cole back on a yellow card is withdrawn. And Tyrese Forner is coming on for Nottingham Forest. One appearance this season in the Carabao Cup. First game in the league for him. As Harry Chapman will stand over this free kick for Rovers. 5 to play. It's whipped in. It's over the head of Samba. Now Hayden Carter on the left-hand edge of the penalty area for Rovers. Back in the middle. Gallagher's up. Lennon's up. How's that been kept away? It's not kept away for long. Rovers are in front again with 5 minutes to go. Darrell Lennon. Both centre halves have scored and Rovers are back in front. Stunning block off the line, but Lennon was not to be denied twice. Gallagher got up. Lennon got up. Blocked off the line and Lennon was there to follow in. Rovers are back in front. It's the 2 centre halves that have done it. Ayala with the first, Lennon with the second, and Rovers retake the lead at the City Ground. Once the initial effort was blocked, no one was blocking the follow-up. And Rovers are in front again at the City Ground. It's Nottingham Forest 1, Rovers 2. And now it's going to be a nervy last few minutes. A nervy last few minutes. See if Rovers can hold on. Lennon sprinting away. Bedlam in the Rovers away end. And now Rovers have got 3.5 minutes plus stoppage time to hold on. Forest are going to throw the kitchen sink at it now. We've had to hold on against Swansea. Will we be able to hold on again? The fight and tenacity, always good to see from Rovers. As we look to hold on here. Brayton sees the ball out of play. It's a Forest throw though. Forest looking to work the ball forward through McKenna. Now Brendan Johnson, opposed by Carter, does well to get back. Nice 1-2, and Carter goes down the line. Out for a Forest throw. Of course, Forest conceded even later on the opening day, away at Coventry. So they're a side that knows what it's like to concede late. Can Rovers hold on now and take what would be a brilliant 3 points back to East Lancashire? Gabriel skips inside. Cynical challenge from Harry Chapman. I'd be surprised if he escapes the yellow card here for that. He's absolutely scythed down Jordan Gabriel. A free kick for Forest as time ticks away. Zinkernagel has got two hands in the air. He looks to spark something for Forest. Long ball into the box, headed away by Darrell Lenihan as far as Forner. Just well to keep it away from Davenport. Forward ball should be Kaminski's and is. He can maybe just time waste a little bit for Rovers. Shave maybe 20, 30 seconds off the clock here. Ball's high. Handed forward by McKenna. Lenihan returns back with interest. Up towards Chapman, who battles with Gabriel. Gabriel wins out. Cleared away, Buckley goes down. He thought he was fouled there. Chapman now on the Rovers' right. Just holds up play. Looks at Brayton down the line and plays it out for a throw. Taken quickly to Bryce Samba. Rovers, of course, have still got another change to use. Whether they'll use that now or a little bit later to try and time waste, who knows? Gives that wide to Gabriel. And in the end, Chapman stole in. Gabriel took him down. Chapman rolling around on the ground. And Gabriel's off. It's a straight red. Jordan Gabriel's gone and Forest are down to 10. A red card for Jordan Gabriel. And that makes Forest's task even harder. Rash challenge from Jordan Gabriel. And Forest have just got to find something extra now if they're going to get back into this game. They are down to 10. Chapman, the man fouled. Let's have a look here. Yeah, not a great challenge from Jordan Gabriel. Oh, that's not a good challenge from the Forest man. They are down to 10. And Rovers now with a real chance to make sure 2 yellows. I thought he had the yellow out, but he didn't say that he was booked on the website, so there's no yellow on the website, and I saw the yellow card out, but in any case, it's a red. I didn't see the amount of added time because Jordan Gabriel was going off as the free kick's given away from Carter. Get it back now, the Rovers man, just down the line. Forner. Gallagher pressing. They've still not put the added time up on the scoreboard. Five minutes, 1.5 of which are already navigated. 3.5 to go. A nervy last few minutes for Rovers. Forest down to 10. Jordan Gabriel giving his marching orders. 3 minutes away from 3 points. Our Rovers. Gallagher gives away the free kick. Brereton will get booked here for kicking the ball away. So Ben Brereton is in the book. He's been yellow carded. Will Rovers look to make that third change just to take a little bit more time off the clock? Samba was forward to take the free kick, but just waits on halfway. Zinkernagel had gone over. It'll be one of the two to take. This will be rather strange if Samba doesn't take in this position. He's gone back to goal now. Ball high now from Zinkernagel. Rovers got a clear, and they do, headed away by Lenihan. Chapman tries to race onto it. Can't get there. Forest throw. Halfway through added time. Carvalho. Back into the middle. Now with Finley back. Towards the back post. Headed away by Lenihan. As far as Brennan Johnson. Tries to get away from Chapman. He does well to put a foot in. Low and through to Kaminski. Good work from the Belgian goalkeeper just to claim the ball. And now, if I was Kaminski, I'd be taking the yellow card here. He seems to be taking this with some urgency for some reason. Clears away. High and long. Up to him was Gallagher. Getting up was Davenport. Pickering should be able to take this down. Will he let it run? He does let it run and lets it run successfully. Gavin Moore checks his watch. Forest fans head for the exit. Only a minute left to navigate. Rovers on the verge. Out of play again. Finley back now with the throw. Could be last chance saloon this for Forest. Gallagher blocks the attempted switch. Figueiredo goes back to Samba. He's off his line. It's past Samba, but he should get back. Nervy moments for Forest. High and long from the goalkeeper. Headed forward. Might break for Graben. It does, getting back to taken out for a throw. It was Pickering. 30 seconds left, throwing taken quickly. Zinkernagel takes it in field. Cross into the middle. Flicked away by Chapman. Oh, nervy times. I thought that Forest were in at the back post. 5 minutes so nearly up. Throwing taken to the advantage of Zinkernagel. Challenging by Buckley. Will that do it? Rovers have just got to run it away. Gallagher under pressure. Barge in the back. Free kick Rovers. That should be it. Kaminski's running over. Has a full-time whistle gone? I don't think so. But we're almost there. The 5 minutes have been played. Zinkernagel's down hurt. Great work by Buckley to slide in. Won the ball fairly. Travis knocked it across and Gallagher was barging the back. Rather crudely there by Scott McKenna. And Rovers should be able just to run the clock down from here. Long ball forward should do it. 5 3/4 minutes played. Long ball high and long. Whistle to the mouth, and that's the job done for Rovers! A stunning away win! And it's 2 wins from 3 to start the season! What an away performance! What an away day! And Rovers have got it done! Rovers have done it! Goals from Ayala and Lennon got the job done! And Blackburn have got 7 points from the opening 9 available. A great performance from the lads. And Blackburn, the mighty Blackburn, have got the job done away at Forest. Oh my days. Absolutely wonderful. Look at these comments here. Match is done. Game over. Yellows! 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 Oh, you love to see it. Rovers have done it. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, Michael. It's nearly 7:15 here in Melbourne, and my day is already made. My day is already made. Got school in a couple of hours, and this will be all I'll be able to think of. What a start to the morning. What an end to the night for all back home. And if you're in Chile, well, you've still got a night in which to party at the moment. Lennon made up. Lennon made up for the passing. Get in. Go on. Let's go. Jacob celebrating in the away end. The mood is class here in the comments. And Rovers have done it full time at the City Ground. Nottingham Forest 1, Blackburn Rovers 2, 7 from 9 to start the season. How good is this? You should be, as you should be, Jacob. He's loving it. And he's still taking time to go into the comments. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, that's made my day. That has made my morning, 100%. Rovers get the job done away at the City Ground. Let's go through the other championship scores. Just quickly, as the Rovers players depart the pitch, 86th minute winner from Darrell Lenihan. As Rovers got the job done away from home. It'll be a decently long journey, a few hours I should think, away from the City Ground for all the Rovers fans, but it'll be a happy one nonetheless. All right, rest of the league. Oh, I love that comment, by the way, Naive Steve. Before this, I'll read the score after this. Rovers win it late on. Love it. Absolutely love it. Great work. There's the pun of the night. We had one before from, I think it was Forest City that I think flattered to deceive. That one's the best pun of the night for sure. I wonder what the odds would be for 2 centre-backs to score, Stephen. I'm not too sure. You would have got decent odds, I should think. Right, let's run through these scores. Full times in a couple of the games. Bournemouth have won 2-0 away at Birmingham. Derby held on against Hull. 9 minutes of injury time at the QPR Middlesbrough game. That's 3-2. So QPR a goal up, but still playing. And West Brom are 4-0 up against Sheffield United. A lot of people tipped them to go up. I didn't, luckily. But there we go. What a match by Ben. What a match by Ben Brayton. It wasn't his best game, but he did the job, didn't he? He did enough for us. Ben didn't score, but he played very good. He played all right. He's played better. He's played worse. Decent performance, and we'll take it. Ollie called it. Get smashed, Forest. Wait, the visionary. I'm a visionary. The scenes here are mental. We love this. We absolutely love this. All right, let's go through a bit of post-match. So obviously full-time. Scores at the top of the screen, as you can see, right up here. 2-1 Forest. Make sure you do subscribe and like the video if you haven't already. But in terms of players to single out, I thought Daniel Ayala, again, was class. How did the Loney do spiritual gains? He was an unused substitute, was Leighton Clarkson, so he didn't get on. Chapman was class when he came on. Daniel Ayala, man of the match for me. Rothwell before he came off. I think for the goal and for the performance, I think Ayala's man of the match. All round, both in an attacking sense and a defensive sense. He was brilliant. I thought Travis was brilliant. I thought the challenges that he was putting in were quality. I think he deserves a mention. Oh, how good does that feel? How good does that feel? You can't beat it. You can't beat a win. You actually can't beat having a win. But my man of the match, if I was singling out 3 players, Ayala, definitely number 1. I think that Lenihan is centre-half partner, and Rothwell were probably the best 3. And Dolan did well to press. He works hard, does Tyrese Dolan. Even when he doesn't do anything by way of like goals or assists, he's still solid. You can see him. He just buzzes around and makes life tough for any opposition defence. Carter was solid. I think so. I wasn't sure whether to give him a shout out or not. But he played well in an unfamiliar position. He was a bit shaky at times, but did well in others. So I thought he was decent. Was Hayden Carter. Carry on like this, and we can buy Armour next season when we're in the Premiership. We don't need him. We don't need him at the moment. Who needs him? Who's Adam Armstrong again? Who is he? You know, who needs him? Oh, to be fair though, I do love Adam Armstrong, but you know, at the moment since he's gone, we've been doing all right. Buckley had one hell of a game. Dolan didn't do too bad up front, but the pressing was spot on. It was. He didn't really do too much up top, as you say, but pressing was perfect. Buckley had one hell of a game. Yeah, I mean, Buckley's becoming one of the most important players in this team. One of the most important players in this team, 100%. Buckley's a player that since he's come in, cops a little bit of flack, when he first came into the team, but at the moment, he's been absolutely quality to start this season. Absolutely quality. Carter man of the match, disagree, but I think he played well. Galley was class tonight, worked so hard, he did. Galley was very, very good. Forest second bottom and Preston propping up the table. Imagine if you said that beginning of the season. And this is the comment I want to get onto next. We'll do a little bit of a preview for this at the moment, just 5 or 10 minutes. Big test on Saturday. Well, we'll be buoyed by this result, won't we? Because you think in the league, a win against the playoff finalists, who admittedly, have got a lot weaker since then. A decent draw away at Millwall that we didn't deserve, but we got a point, which is class. A point away at the Dennis quality. And then all 3 away at the City Ground, probably some of the best home fans in the league. And we've been able to get the job done away from home. So we'll definitely be buoyed by this result, 100%. I don't think there was a Rovers player that played bad tonight, which is good to see. There's a lot that played over and above, but there was no bad Rovers player tonight. And it's always good to say that. Test will be against West Brom at the weekend. I mean, they've absolutely walloped Sheffield United tonight. That's a full time, by the way, at the Riverside QPR. I've got the job done over Middlesbrough. West Brom 4-0 against Sheffield United, so they've got the goal-scoring prowess for sure. They're in the 90th minute now, so Robinson own goal, Dara O'Shea, Moa, and Callum Robinson. So they've got a lot of good players of West Brom, so hopefully we can get the job done on the weekend. But I'm going into it with some sort of confidence now because, off the back of these results that we're getting now, it's decent. We're playing some good football. All this, pessimism at the start of the season is going out the window at the moment. Because, all these results that we're getting is quality. Yellows. Every single time there's a comment, I'll do it. Yellows. 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 Oh, my days. It's brilliant. I watched the game from Santiago. It was a good game, very physical. Yeah, by the way, thanks for your support. Of course, if you're from Chile or anywhere, for that matter, was a very good game. And cheers for your support. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure to do so. Another Chilean, Claudio. West Brom will be rough. Lots of pace and good midfielders, agreed. West Brom, they're going up and down like a yo-yo, boing, boing, baggies for sure. But, it's going to be a tough test, but, there's no better way to go into it than a scalp away from home. Despite the fact that Forest have started the season with now 3 defeats, 2 coming into tonight, you've got to do the job done. You've got to get the job done when it's put in front of you. You can only play who's in front of you. So we'll go into it with some confidence at Ewood. Hopefully we can get the fans behind him, the lads. So, yeah, I'm confident somewhat. If we can get a point maybe out of that, or even a win, that'd be great. Do we need a bunch more loans? Want to see Buckley, JRC, Dolan and Carter get their chance? Another defender and a right wing or a forward is all we need. Well, we've been linked with a few forwards, haven't we, recently, like Ronan Curtis, Sariki Dembele from Peterborough. So, potentially. Want to see Buckley, JRC. Well, JRC's injured, obviously, so he'll come back into the fold when he's back fit. Dolan, no one really stopping Dolan at the moment. He's doing really well. And Carter, not sure about Hayden Carter. Obviously, he did well when he did well today at right back when he got on the ball. But yeah, you may as well blood them in. Defender wise, I think Philip Sandler from Manchester City could be the option. But who knows? Obviously, we need squad depth. We can get signings to come in. But they don't have to play. We just need reinforcement because obviously while we've got the likes of McGlaw and Pike on the bench, as much as we want to blood those in, it would be nice to have a bit more depth, and I think that's what we could get from the loans, even if we're not getting permanent signings. Ayala man of the match, but Buckley did okay. Agreed. I think Buckley did better than okay, to be fair, but I think Ayala man of the match, 100%. I agree. We're bloody going up. Come on. Subscribe. Good on you, Marcelo. Not watching from Santiago, but from Lost Salford. Quality. Feels great. Is Buckland Dolan playing a false nine? Yeah, he's playing through the middle. Yeah. So that's what he's been playing through the season, just pressing. You just can't stop him. All he does is run. He just works his absolute socks off, and that's all you want to see from a Rovers player. And it's the same with Travis. Really, the two of them embody what it is to be a Blackburn player, in my opinion. The pressing, hard work from Dolan, and the sliding challenges, the angriness from Lewis Travis. I thought those two aspects, those two characteristics embody what it is to be a Blackburn Rovers player. Just hard working, give it your all, and that's all we can hope for. And the result, will take care of itself, and it has done tonight. Good performance from Chapman. Gabriel almost lost his mind at the end of the match. With him, he didn't know what to do. No, he didn't. Chapman was great. Showing finally some of the form that we all expected to show when he came in at the League One season. Finally getting out on the park, and so that's class. What do you think of Asai Tutu? Didn't really prove much because obviously he went off injured, but he did okay in the early parts of the game. But let's flood the chance with yellows, so parents will be fuming. Well, they're probably awake at this point. They usually get up around this time, so I'm probably not waking them up. They're probably already awake. But yeah, who knows? But we will do it on yellows. I need to get that away kit, honestly, that third kit, sorry. I need to get it because, oh my days. We've had two good performances in it now. Well, two good results, I should say, in it. This tonight was a great performance. 2-2. I thought it was 2-1. Naive Steve, you're on fire tonight. You're on fire. You're absolutely on fire tonight. It's quality. A couple of good puns in there. But 2-1 it finished. No need for Desmond tonight. I just want to find this comment. West Brom will tear us apart. Well, hard to say, because as good as West Brom are, we're coming into the game on a good bit of form early to start the season. So hopefully we can carry it on, really. I'm sort of, if we lose tonight, then you sort of go into the weekend thinking, well, it's going to be tough, isn't it? Well, it still will be tough anyway, but you go in slightly pessimistic, down after tonight's result, but there's no reason to be down tonight. No reason at all to be down tonight. Take the win, move on, move forward, and we go to West Brom at the weekend. We go and play against West Brom at Ewood at the weekend, and we see where we get to. But you may as well come into the game off the back of a win. So that, I suppose, is a positive. I'll be on here probably another maybe 15, 20 minutes if you want to keep talking about the result. I'm here as long as we keep talking, then we'll keep the comments flowing, and we'll be fine. Let me just get up another video printer, and we'll be right to go for the next little while. There we go. Get that one across the bottom. Ayala and Lenihan with the goals. We need to hit the loan market for depth. I agree. I think the comment with the loans before, I don't want to see the starting 11 disrupted. Obviously, they needed the one enforced change with we needed the enforced change with Nyambe, sorry. But I don't want to see any tactical changes, because I think that at the moment we're doing all right. We're ticking along very nicely. And that's good. Is this one of the best beginnings of seasons in recent years? I mean, we started okay. I think it was the season we went down. The season after, the first season in the Championship, 13-14, I think we started well. We were on top for a little while. And then we fell away. But since then, I think so, probably. Even in our League One season, we weren't great to start. There seems to be more unity from the Rovers squad since Armstrong's gone. Well, I mean, yes, that's one thing, but we're also less reliant on Armstrong too. We're finding other avenues to goal. Like 29 goals a season is hard to replace, but we're not relying on one person to chip in. Brio's had 2 goals. We've had Ayala, Lenihan score. Opening day. Obviously, we had Brereton got 1. So it's positive that other players are coming in, chipping and getting goals. Galley obviously got the opening goal of the season. So, and Dolan scored in the League Cup. So we're getting goals. It's spread out, which is good. It's nice to have a 29-goal season striker, but we're getting goals chipping in now. The fight's there. It's quality. So maybe the Armstrong sale could be a blessing in disguise, as good as he's been for us. Thought a good game too. Cheers, cheers, Autumn. That's very nice of you. Time for the boring long drive home, but bringing home 3 points. Can't complain, really. Get tunes in your car, or if you're going back in a bus, get Pump It Up playing, and you'll be fine. It won't be boring at all. I think off the back of an away day, I didn't go to many Rovers away days when I was back home, but morning to my local club over here, if you go to an away day and you're on your way back, it's always good off the back of a win. So yeah, it's quality, really. You know, the car drive on the way back after an away win is class. It doesn't look like Obafemi wants to come, so any rumours about alternatives? Dembele, I mentioned before, there's been, slight rumours about him. Ryan Hedges was a little while ago. Healy from Toulouse was, little murmurings. But I think most of those will come into fruition, maybe later on this week. One of the best away days I've been on. Amazing scenes. Getting Dak back in January will be like a new signing. It's sometimes easy to forget the fact that Bradley Dak is out injured. Obviously came back last season, got injured again. Once he comes back, this team will be proper decent. Once Buckley gets going, without a doubt, Rovers will be hard to beat. Once Buckley gets going, more like, I reckon, Buckley has been going. So maybe in terms of like early stage of the game, yeah, Rovers are hard to beat when he plays well, and he's been playing well. So there's an obvious correlation between when Buckley plays well and when Rovers play well. Buckley's been quality again. It's like I say, I've said it once, I say it 1,000 times. If you're commentating a centre mid and you don't mention his name too often, he's just doing the job, getting by, doing the simple things well, and that's what you want to see from a centre mid. Proper performance should be loaning Carter out, not unless we get a replacement. I think he was good tonight too, but we just need as much depth as we can get. We can't be loaning players out unless we're getting someone back in return. So even if he just sits on the bench for a season, he's well embedded enough into this into the senior setup now. So who knows? Ayala and Lennon seem to have a good defensive partnership. They just need to stay fit throughout the season. Agreed. Those two have looked brilliant together. Obviously, both of them scoring tonight. So, imagine. I know we said it before. The odds on that would have been insane. But they do. I think Lenihan will be fine. Obviously, Lenihan's had a few injuries in the past. It's just Ayala. If we can get Ayala out there on the park, it'll be great. That's why we need a loanee to come in case one of them gets injured, whether it be like a Sandler or maybe McGlaw or Carter from the under-23s, just to play in that position. But it would be nice to just have that solidity between the two. Will Nyambe scored this season. He came close, didn't he, against... Who was in the early season? Was it Swansea or was it Millwall? Which game was it? He came ever so close in one of the games. Oh no, it was Doncaster in the cup, wasn't it? There was I was listening to it, so I think it was one of the games that he came close in. I can't remember; it slipped my mind now. But he might do. I mean, Ayala scored, so if Ayala can score, anyone can score. But I'm not sure. Is that a bridge too far? Hopefully not. But as I said before, it's nice to see the goals spread out rather than just having one avenue to goals we did last season. Obviously, we just had Armstrong with 29 and we had Harvey Elliott chip in, whose absence we've missed, but not as much as maybe we thought we would. Obviously, got another loanee from Liverpool in Leighton, so hopefully he can, set the championship alight again. What I'll do, I'll go to 10 o'clock. I'll go to 10 p.m., 7 a.m., and then I'll wrap up the stream. So a couple more minutes, and and then we'll wrap it up. 2 3/4 hours has been amazing this stream tonight. One of the best Rovers results that I can remember. One of the happiest I've been after an away win. So a couple more minutes and then we'll start to wrap up the stream. But thanks for joining me tonight, everyone. I know I've said it a couple of times tonight, but I usually forget to say it. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like the video if you've enjoyed it. We'll be having some post-match content very soon. I don't know who's running that, but I'm sure we've got something. We've got something over on the website as well. So make sure to get your Rovers fix over there. Cheers, mate, again. Thank you. With the squad so small, it seems like people sense the opportunity to make the starting 11 thus far. Art Elabore. Look at it's back on the flag there. Let me move out the way. Other way. No, that's horrible for me. But it's on the flag, as you can see there. So there we go. We'll move that way for it. There it is on the badge there somewhere. Art Elabore. We love to see it. By skill and hard work And that is what gets us over the line. Thank you, Ollie. Have a good day. And to you, mate, over in Tassie. Have a good day yourself. It's really set today up. Come on, you Blues. Go on, Rovers. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. All right, so that is where I will wrap up the stream. Thanks for joining me tonight. That's been about as good as it's got, really. 5 to 4 wake-ups. 5 to 4 a.m., 3:55 wake-ups made it all the more worth it now. Guess we can forget the Morecambe game. That didn't even happen, mate. Of course we can forget it. We can just pretend like it never happened. But, 5 to 4 a.m. wake-ups are worth it when you've got support like this on the chat and a Rovers away win. It's been class to interact with you all and a pleasure to bring it to you. I've been Ollie Walker-Peel, as always. Make sure to follow Rovers Chat on Twitter and Instagram, all our socials, and just be ready for all the content we've got coming up because it's going to be quality. As always, I'll leave you with the reminders, of course, that we are sponsored by Blue Rose Capital. And 6 yards out. Goodbye for now.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 6yardsout.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.
I'll give the people what they want. Yellows! 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 All right, bye for now, lads. Cheers, lads and ladies. Cheers for joining us. And that's me done. Thanks for that. And one more time. Yellows!